It's time to get on up with Jam and Renee. And here's your hosts, James Arthur M. and Renee Culver.
Good morning, everybody. So sorry to interrupt Renee's dancing. Can we put that track back on? Put it back on.
Please do not.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right. Well, you are here with Renee banging things into the microphone and live. You're here with us live on Backchannel. It's the only place on the world, on this planet, where you can chat on your Echo device and watch and listen to the live shows. You can chat with them in real time. And this is Get On Up. I am your breakfast jam for the morning, James Arthur M.
And I am Renee. We are here every single morning, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it is a thrill and a gift to be here. Jam, good morning. Look at us plaid buddies. Just being some plaid friends.
Yeah, plaid buddies coming to ABC soon, right after Abbott Elementary. Renee, I don't understand how you have not introduced yourself as hello. Let's just have a rehearsal out loud. They like to see how the sausage is made.
Sure.
I'm like, I am your breakfast jam for the morning, James Arthur M. And you're like, oh, I am Renee here to make your day.
Oh. Yeah, we should do a retake. You want to do a retake?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Wait, hold on. Let me get myself in the right place. Everything is counting on this. This is my MTV audition. Okay. All right. I'm ready.
Good morning. And I am your breakfast jam, James Arthur M.
And I am Renee, here to make your day.
Oh my gosh.
It's a little smarmy.
No, I like
it's
it.
A little smarmy. You could work with that?
No.
Okay.
I like it.
Right.
You've been working on this, you all, if you remember, for weeks. Since beginning we've known this forever, that Renee, when she wanted to be on Singled Out, she was singled out. She was going to say, I'm Renee, I'm here to make your day. And now we have an opportunity. You practiced for a reason all those years. And look, Raymond said that was so good. So I think we are off to the races.
Raymond and I were friends. I knew it. From the moment Raymond signed on, I was like, I like that one.
Oh, man. This is so great. Raymond chiming in. We got a good morning jam from Stacy. Raymond said, hi, friends. We're friends. I love this. You heard it. You can't take it back. You said it. We're friends. We're friends. How are you guys? Doing well. Raymond, chatting with you. Stacy, I know, but Stacy, here's the thing, though. I feel like you might, and I don't mean this in an offense. I know we don't say 9 a.m. Central Time, but I feel like oftentimes, and this is the mistake of the world and the clock, they just say the West Coast time and the East Coast time, and they figure everyone will figure it out from there.
Yeah, but to Stacey's point, that might be exclusionary. Maybe, I guess we could get all three, 7 a.m. Pacific Time, 8 a.m. Mountain Time, 9 a.m. Central Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Is everyone happy?
I think
do we feel okay about it? Can we work with it?
Stacey said, this is amazing, Renee. So
we love it. We just love it.
And I think people are really feeling your I'm Renee, I'm here to make your day. I think that's it.
I mean,
you've got a catchphrase.
I want to really drive home how sincerely I meant that. Because now it seems like a silly joke. Oh, I bet in high school she was at least a little bit aware of how ridiculous that is. It was with 100% earnesty. I was just like, I am a genius. I can't believe that I have found a way to rhyme Renee, and I would win, and I would win. And that's how I genuinely felt about such a thing.
There it is. That's what she did. That's what she did. Do you see? I'm trying to just stay over here in this corner. Yeah. So it looks like I have. It looks like I have a receding hairline. I think this is my biggest thing.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Sarah, do you mind doing a flippy flop? We can fix that.
No, it's fine. I can do it. I'm fine. All right, look at this. Stacey with the compliments. I've got a nice microphone. It matches the whites of my eyes. The whites of their eyes. It's
not wrong.
Intense. It's not wrong. All right, who do we have here in the Get On Up crowd and audience today? Renee, who's here to make it.
I would love to tell you. Where did I put that? Here we go. Okay, we have Nothing but the best. The absolute best. Pomeranian. Renee, shouldn't use your whole name, Renee Paula Abdul Colbert. I should. Thank you, Pomeranian. You're right.
Pomeranian with the amazing memory and callback.
Genius. So smart. So smart. Yeah, my friend Amanda and I do that. Anytime we want to address someone in a serious way, we will use their first name and last name, and then in between, we will interject a celebrity's name. So,
yeah.
yeah, it could be Jam, Michael J. Fox, Arthur. There's various things, and as much as you can take it seriously, we'd appreciate you too. You get it. Moving on to the guests that we have in the chat today. We've got JD. We've got web chat user. We got Glorious Falcon. Pomeranian here making jokes, which we love. We got No Name. We got Christopher. We got Fortune Crocodile. Stacy. Available Husky. Raymond. And is that okay? Yes. And then that's it. That's all we got.
Well, that's it. That's what we got. We love it so much. And if y'all are tuning in, and good morning to Tim. We love it. Thank you for the switcheroo, Sarah. It would literally drive me crazy the entire show. Love it, love it, love it. It just can't be on. I mean, they just do something with that logo. Does it have to be that
I
big?
love it. Are you kidding? This
Okay.
forehead loves it. It is a
Could it
gift.
be in the bottom right corner? I don't mind like a little.
No, but I feel like this is a good testament of our little friendship. You know how like when you've got a friend who's like, I love cheese, I hate cheese. I love peanuts, you hate peanuts. So that anytime we get ourselves into a charcuterie board, I will eat all the nuts, you eat all the cheese. We're a perfect pair.
And
Great.
just for the record, for the record, if I may, it's not that I hate peanuts; it's that they will kill me. That's
Okay.
it's
Okay. I
a
didn't
slight.
know we were gonna put peanuts on blast this early in the
Ah!
morning. It's not their fault. They're
I'm
just doing their thing.
I'm just saying they taste like
understand.
evil and death, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
But everybody, oh my gosh, look at this! We got the highest review I have ever. I think. Good night, everybody. We're signing
Okay.
off. Raymond said, "You guys are the best show on the channel." All right. I mean, you know, everyone's. I love it. I'm gonna take it, put it in my pocket,
Raymond, I will
put it in my
tell
heart.
you this here now. We're both gonna try to play it cool. Both Jam and I. We will try to play that cool. But will that resonate with us for the rest of our days? Yeah. Absolutely.
100%. Thank you for that. So if you will want to be as fabulous and amazing as our friends Tim, Pomeranian, Stacy, and the whole gang who are chiming into the conversation, we're having a beautiful conversation. It's so simple. You just into your I guess it is Excella. Have I been doing it right? Because there's an A at the beginning and an A at the end. Okay. I doubted myself last week. I'm like, I'm doing it wrong.
Don't
You
you
just
do it.
into your Excella device or whatever you've named your Echo, you just go say, and whatever you say after that, she's gonna pick it up and she's gonna tell us what you're saying, and you're right in the conversation. And look at that, Stacy, you're getting a big hug. Stacy left us a 5-star review. Stacy's a subscriber. They left us a review. It's amazing. And you can even go be as amazing and fabulous as Stacy and go over to backchannel.tv and click you can leave a review there. You can leave a review there over there.
And I appreciate you first. You know what I was about to say? I was about to say, and I will. And maybe I do mean it. How gauche is it to go leave a review for your whole show?
Well, yeah.
Maybe.
No, I think, yeah. I should follow my own advice and also leave a review for this show. I've seen some of the clips on YouTube. Pretty good.
Take this opportunity.
Stars.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a 4. You know, I don't want us to get too. Yes, exactly. And then Stacey says you can also go to the Amazon Alexa app and leave a review on the Backchannel skill. Stacey, you are like IT, like helping us work out all the different things.
Absolutely everything, Stacey. Thank you.
Oh, look, and see, Raymond says you can leave a review for yourself. See, Raymond says we can. So,
okay, well, if Raymond says it's all right, then it's all right. Yes.
This is a great question. Okay, Pomeranian, you're making me think of the first warm-up question for the day. I love it when it impromptu comes from y'all. So I had mentioned that peanuts taste like evil and death. What get on uppers to you? Because and Pomeranian says cilantro also tastes like evil and death. What for you tastes like evil and death? That you're just like, it doesn't necessarily have to be that you're allergic to it, but you're just like, I can't stand it.
Please do not do this to me.
Do not. What tastes like evil and death to you? Get on uppers to you.
Yeah, I would love to hear is that now what do we got, Tim? Just wanna yell out the window to everyone that passes by to tune in, Tim.
I
Yes,
like
that is
that,
also the best
Tim.
way to review.
Old school
Absolutely.
review, Tim
Mhm.
just yelling out, "Hey, you should be
"Hey,
watching Get On
are you
Up."
busy right now? I have a suggestion. Is maybe I know that you look a little disgruntled. I got a way to fix it. Okay, all right, well, go so when you come back from work, we'll talk about it." Great. No, Tim, I think that's perfect. I think that
Oh,
that's
we love it. Ooh, look at this. I also love it. I gotta say, I love it when Stacey is like, don't even get me. Stacey says, Jam, don't even get me started with
don't even
spinach.
get me
I
started.
don't like the metal taste of it.
Love
Don't
it.
get me started.
Don't get me started. I love it. Don't get me started from Stacey. I love it. If there's one thing I can't
I
stand,
can't see.
is
Oh
one
man.
of my
Stacey,
favorite Stacey
I
catchphrases.
think
Yeah.
Stacey's gonna get like some t-shirts. I think everyone's gonna get some t-shirts. Y'all are
Yeah.
coming up with such
Did we get
amazing
T-shirts while
things.
I was gone?
Oh yeah, I didn't tell you. We have a t-shirt company now as well.
Okay. All
Ooh,
right.
and Pomeranian says, I agree, Stacy. Like, we're not gonna get Stacy or Pomeranian started on spinach. You all will
Okay.
now, well, don't yuck my yum.
Uh-oh. What do we
There
have
is
here?
spinach in
Okay.
my
Now,
morning
Jim,
morning
if the
shake.
if
What?
the tables were turned and I said there are peanuts in my shake, you would lose your mind. So these sweeties just said they don't like spinach, and you just found a visual aid to throw in their face. Is that the appropriate way to handle such a thing? I don't know that it is, my friend.
It's funny. I did think about that as I did it. And it's like,
Oh, you mean this?
well, you can't see it.
Sure.
You can't see
It's
it.
just it's, nestled in there. Very proud. What goes into the shake? What are we doing to ourselves?
Oh
Everyone
wait,
wants to know.
I know. Sorry, what is Saturday morning? I'll tell you in just a moment, but I want to get into the. Tim says it's weird, but I can't send celery. Tim, I don't
Yeah,
know that it is. It doesn't taste like anything.
that's true.
I mean, well, sometimes it tastes like Bloody Mary, but
True.
that's when it's in a Bloody Mary. But other than
It
that,
this is a morning show and this is inappropriate, but celery doesn't taste like anything until it's time for burps. And then, oh god, for hours on end, I guess I ate celery. It's the worst.
I think Raymond is coming hot against asparagus. Coming in hot
Mm,
against asparagus. I think it
interesting.
asparagus.
Okay.
I mean, I try to work with it.
Yeah.
When I was like cooking for a hot minute. I think you put it in the oven, right? Am I doing it right? Is that how
Yeah.
I do it?
That's right. Yeah.
You don't just like
I
eat it. You don't just like chow down on just like some raw asparagus, do
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, no. No, I
No.
wouldn't have.
Okay. No.
I did have to think about it. I was like, "God, have I misunderstood how to eat asparagus?" I don't think so.
Stacey also not liking celery as well.
Fair.
Stacey also not into asparagus. Don't even get Stacey started.
Yeah.
Don't get Stacey started on spinach or asparagus. It
Cannot
will
have
be
it.
on.
Cannot have it. Pomeranian saying Brussels sprouts, rice pudding, cottage cheese, feta. Correct. All correct. Yes, except for the Brussels
Renee,
sprouts. I like Brussels sprouts.
okay. It depends. Yeah, I can the right restaurant or person because I can
Mhm.
get it. It can't have a weird bitterness or
Sure.
aftertaste to
Yeah.
it. Has to be done fancily. Tim, the texture of celery with that stringy fiber gives me the
Yeah.
heebie-jeebies. I hear you.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's very
It's
weird. What are you
it's weird.
doing? Decide. Are
Renee, what
you
about
a weed or are you a vegetable? Help me understand. Yes.
Renee? What about you and your sweet, sweet
Gosh,
Colorado
I
taste buds?
gotta tell you, Pomeranian kinda hit all of them. I like to self-identify as a three-year-old palate. So if a three-year-old would be like, "Ew, yuck," uh, probably me too. Likely me too. I have the opposite of a refined palate. I can't do anything fancy. So fancy, I don't like fancy, and I don't like hard cheeses and
Oh,
some
I
soft
know.
cheeses. It's a real gamble with me. I can't and it depends on the day. So,
Are
and
we
cheese
going to
for me.
Are we
Yeah,
going to sushi ever?
maybe. How much cream
Okay.
cheese are they putting in there?
Okay, I mean, they don't have to. You can
Okay,
choose the one
we'll see.
without. You can choose
Okay.
the one without.
If
I
we
think, like, if
do
you
yeah,
could do sushi, your palate's a little bit more advanced than you're letting on, young
but it's a
lady.
three-year-old sushi. It's
Um,
like an avocado roll. type
Okay.
of a
All right.
okay, or a
Mm-hmm.
California
Mm-hmm.
roll. And then well, go ahead. Yes, 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 yes.
I just was Stacey said the only cheese that Stacey will go for is Velveeta cheese. I think we need to get Stacey a sponsorship for Velveeta. You did not win Renee over. She couldn't. Her poker face was. Renee's leaving the show in this exact moment.
Stacey,
I've never
resonance
seen
with
you
you so
make that
deeply.
face before. I've never seen.
That was visceral. Yeah, the smell.
I can eat any kind of cheese.
Okay.
That's
Well,
me. That
this
is
is
me.
what friendship is based on. You do that, and then I will eat every single nut on the charcuterie board. How many dates have I been on where they're like, "Why didn't cheese?" And I was just like, "Well, I hope you don't like anything else on this board because I will be eating all of that because I don't want that cheese."
Look at this, Stacey. You literally read my mind. Stacey says, "I
Yeah.
hate to yuck your yum, but when it comes to
Uh-oh.
this, just not into
Okay.
it. Just not into
Okay.
it." I
I
have
have
to
it.
tell you, now that we've spent the morning yucking everyone's yum,
Mhm.
uh, let's see. Should we get into what we're going to get into for the show? So
Sure.
today we've got
Why not?
a Treat Yourself Tuesday. We want to know what y'all are going to be treating yourself to. Celebrity birthday quiz. It is back. Oh, look at that, Renee. You have access to the chat today. Didn't even notice. I
Look
mean,
at
I
me.
did.
I know.
Yeah,
I
she's
figured it
back.
out. You know what I did is I went to my old emails, and Sarah used to send me one, like, when it wasn't working before, so she used to send me that link, so I
Mhm.
just went to that link again.
Okay, there it is. Now we're in it.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be
You can't
celebrating
trick me.
Asian Pacific Heritage Month as well. And then we're combining Today I Saw with Tony's Tuesday because I have some art. We're going to really mainly let's just hear from Renee about the Tonys. I want to dive into it. And if there we have time, I'll tell you some things that I maybe saw. But mainly clearing the road. It's Tony Tuesday.
Tony Tuesday.
And then, keeping in line with the Tonys, we have a Truth Tuesday, Jam You Lion Tonys edition. Oh, we're going into the how well do you know it? And am I
Get
lying
ready.
about these
Get
things? You're
ready.
going to find
Can't
out.
wait. I
And
cannot
then we'll
wait.
close out with some Giving Tuesday and maybe a Tip Tuesday. But that's going to be what we're
Okay.
getting into today. That's the plan.
Well, this sounds like the best thing that ever happened to me. I love it so much.
Can I give a big shout out to our producer, Sarah Brown, who at the last minute last night, I was like, hey, can you get me a jammy line about the Tonys? And Sarah's like, sure.
Yeah,
I
of
will.
course.
I won't do it.
Truly, Sarah is killing it. I show
Mm,
up to the show at this point. Sarah's amazing.
yeah,
Amazing. We have the best producer in the biz.
there it is.
Yeah, but okay, Raymond. I am a Broadway. I have a Broadway.
I feel like
Yeah,
you are a Broadway baby,
yeah.
perhaps, Raymond. I think
Seems
you're
about
a
right.
Broadway baby.
Seems about right.
Let's see. Stacey will be here for that because I have 24 hours with you as well. Hello. I love that.
Stacey, this
Because
is it, and
I think you could watch Get On Up technically now for 24 hours in a row. We have enough content. This is episode 70, 78. 78 episodes.
that is nuts.
And I got to tell you, Stacey has
Yeah,
been here for almost all of them.
every single
I
one
would
of
say.
them.
Yeah.
Stacey. No, we should give an Alzheimer's. I don't know if I love that one. I might want to
No.
workshop what I call that.
Yeah. I heard
Every
that.
episode. Anyway, it was all, and then over
Yeah.
here there was a space, but
Sounds like our
yeah, okay.
Alzheimer's. Yes. And look at this, Sarah getting some shout outs. Tim says Sarah is wonderful. We know Raymond is a huge fan of Sarah.
Yeah.
And Raymond, did
Who
you say I
else
am a
is it?
bully? I don't think you're a bully at all. I
No.
don't think so. And you've been here pretty long too, Tim. I mean, y'all are the regulars.
Mhm.
It's great. Okay,
Very nice.
it's Treat Yourself Tuesday.
Yes.
Treat Yourself Tuesday. What are y'all gonna treat yourself to today or maybe even this week? But if you can't, we always want to try to stick to Tuesday because sometimes Tuesday needs a little zhuzh. It's
Yeah.
hard. It's not even hump day yet. It's
Yep.
just still in the week. So
It helps.
it does help. It does help. What are y'all going to treat yourself to this Tuesday? We got a disillusioned zebra who has joined and could use some treat yourself Tuesday. Like, I mean,
Really
that's
disillusioned. That's no
yeah.
way. I am
They're gone.
fascinated by
Awesome.
the name generator that that comes up.
Yeah, we've even got Fortunate Crocodile, who is a subscriber.
Come on. Fortunate croc.
Mm.
I'm having the best time here in this chat. These little sweeties, they're between their names and their comments. I can't get enough of it. So yeah, you know what I was just thinking as you were saying, these little zhuzh, I had a memory of growing up, like all of the pizza chains would be like, "We have, do you want a pizza for 99 cents? Because we will give it to you." And I would imagine that that's because sales dip on Tuesday, but I would also bet
Yeah.
that maybe they were ahead of their time and Tuesday needs a zhuzh. Maybe you need
Yeah.
pizza. Maybe you need
I
a
feel
little
like you could
pizza.
always get like 2 pizzas on a Tuesday.
Mhm.
I think you could get oh, look at this,
They
Raymond
did slow
chiming
things
in.
down. Yeah.
Raymond is treating themselves to us right now, so we are the treat for Treat Yourself Tuesday. I love it.
Raymond.
Not
That's so
mad at it.
nice. It's so kind. The very, very best.
Guess
Yes.
what? I am
Yeah.
treating myself
Yeah.
too. So I honestly like
Yes.
again, I thank you all for this show because I really do some Tuesdays I'm more successful than others, but I really
Right.
do like try to treat myself to something on a Tuesday. I don't like to give an assignment that I'm not willing to do myself.
Mhm.
And
Good.
so when I was in LA, I was like, oh, I want to go to a movie that's like nothing Marvel related because like,
Right.
you know, in some ways Marvel's like it's like work for me, you know?
Sure.
And good work that I love, I love, I love, but I
Of
wanted
course.
something,
Yeah.
you know, different. And then, I because I've been such in this Marvel hole that I haven't been, no time for anything else. And so I still have not seen Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And
Oh,
I am going to treat myself to first, I'm going to
I love
Macy's to
that.
return 2 shirts.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. That's
That
it.
is it. I'm
Okay.
just going to return 2 shirts they did not wear to the red carpet.
Get on
And I'm
uppers.
going to, no, I can
I
do this.
I want you to do this, but I also wanna keep an eye on it. I want Macy's Watch. Activate. Activate Ma We are on Macy's Watch for the next 24 hours. You've heard of Storm Watch. You've heard of Tornado Watch. We are now on Macy's Watch for the next 24 hours. Will those
Uh,
shirts get returned and nothing else will be purchased? Who's to say? I think you deserve a treat. I bet there's a sale.
there's always a sale.
Yeah.
There's always a sale at Macy's, and this is
Yeah.
how I get myself into trouble. I
I
mean,
know.
there was one time I told you all I had some time to kill, and I was like, "Let me just pop into Macy's." I did not need to like get any. I left with like 6 shirts and the
Yeah.
2 jeans and a pair of shoes. I just went in there to browse, and I came out with bags of things. Like, how did
The
this
thing that's
happen?
so delightful for me there is that I feel like shoes are that's a tricky one to just accidentally grab.
I
That's
actually bought a
you
pair
have
of
to
shoes.
sit down, you gotta wait for them to get your size. There's plenty of opportunity to remember the plan while you're sitting there.
Did
But
not have to do
yeah,
this.
okay,
Oh gosh, yeah. So I'm gonna go see Sonic the Hedgehog 2,
great.
return some shirts,
Okay,
and then come home and come
I
home.
love this. I couldn't love this more. This sounds absolutely fantastic. Would you like to hear what I'm getting myself into this fine fantasy? Okay, well,
Yes.
now hold on. I'm gonna treat myself to tickets to the Addams Family musical for Saturday. Very
Ooh.
off Broadway. I love that.
Oh,
Yes,
I
get
love
yourself
that.
to the theater.
I've heard good things. It was in New York when I was there.
Yeah,
Heard good things. Yeah.
loved it. You know what's here in Los Angeles is Hades Town, and I am
Mhm.
going next Wednesday.
Oh,
Very
wow. Did
excited.
you just look at the calendar?
I did. Well, yes, I did. I did, and I also lied to you. I'm going next Wednesday. I here's I am
So you looked
just
at the calendar, then came back with wrong
and they came back with the wrong
information.
date, and
I'm
then with the
going
wrong date.
on
Well,
a
let me go ahead and check that.
Saturday.
Yep,
Oh,
okay,
wait, nope.
confirming. Nope, I got that wrong. I think this has been happening to me this entire year, is that I'll have a date in my mind. So, like, May 18th is when I'm going to Hadestown. And then I'm like, "God, that's centuries away. That's so long ago. I don't even need to worry about it." But I'm not paying attention to. So all I have in my head is like, "Oh, that's so far from now." And then it'll be May 17th, and I still have, "Oh, that's far from now." And then I look at it, I'm like, "Oh God, that's
Oh,
tomorrow.
that
Oh, that's
mhm.
okay."
I have difficulty, like, buying tickets in advance for things because 'cause I'm
Mhm.
always like, "Well, I don't know what my life
I
is gonna be like." Like,
know.
my friends were like, "We're gonna go see Lizzo in November," and I'm like,
Ugh,
"November? I don't know
I don't know
I
what I'm
don't
doing at that
know."
point. Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
have to buy those tickets so in advance, it's such a commitment, it's so hard. I have friends where they're like, "Oh, we wanna go to Fire Island in August," and I'm like, "Ugh, I don't know what I'll be doing in August." It's hard for me to
Us to
plan.
say it is. Couldn't agree more. And tickets are tough because you wanna get good seats, so it's hard to know.
Mhm,
It's hard to know
mhm.
what you're doing.
Stacy did say that we are the treat right now
Mm.
for Treat Yourself Tuesday. We are the treat.
How do I Venmo each of you? This is so everyone's being so nice, and I appreciate it so, so much. Are you okay? And then Raymond's saying, "Are you coming to a Simple Macy?" I I love all of this. And for my treat yourself, do you want to hear what happened to me while I was in Big Sur Jam?
Uh-oh.
I got on an enrichment kick.
Oh,
Wherein I
tell
was
us
like,
more.
I bet something that could help deviate my days is if I took some classes. I know.
Oh,
So
are you taking
I've
what
got,
is the class you're taking
yes,
tonight? Is
I
it a
am
dance
taking
class?
a dance class. I'm taking a dance class.
Renee! Oh
But
my
first off, you guessed it
gosh.
right out of the gate. Incredible. You're
Well,
amazing.
I was like, it was like acting, improv,
Mm,
painting,
mm,
dance. Right.
dance. Yep, exactly. So I'm
Yeah.
taking beginner's ballet this evening to get into
Renee.
it. Plié, battement, tendu, jeté. I can't wait to see what still holds up there. And
What?
then I got myself into a tap class, and I got
Oh my
myself into a
god.
movie writing class. Am I going to write a movie? Absolutely not. But I do want to study the hero's journey.
You should absolutely write a movie
Oh, thank
about you or like you are the Liz Lemon of our generation. That's what I will say.
you. That
Like you
guy was
really
so
are.
racist.
Sorry,
Well, you
Tina Fey. Get
Get
out of
out.
here.
Get
You.
out of here. So I'm Renee. I'm here to make your day. Also, I take ballet on Tuesday.
Oh, move over, LFO. Oh, please. Maybe you could be in the revamped version of LFO. They're missing two guys. So get on in
I'm
there.
missing you guys. Yes. I keep meaning to read that article, and I bet as soon as I do, I will stop making fun of it because I hear it's very sad.
Oh
But
my
until
gosh.
then, oop,
No,
they've got
joke's
room.
still
There's an
going.
opening. There's two.
There's a
I'm so sorry. I don't mean
Oh
it.
my god, I know. It's early. We'll blame it on the early. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we want to thank everybody who's been chatting with us so far. It's been so lovely. Stacey, Tim, Pomeranian, Raymond. Y'all are so great. If you want to join in the conversation, you say as the magic word to jump on in. And look at this Raymond with a hot question. Who would play you, Jam, in the movie of
Ooh,
your life?
that's such a good question, Raymond.
If I get
Mm,
asked this question, we have to turn
mhm.
around to everybody. So new
Yep.
question for everybody. If who would play you in the movie version of your life? Renee, do you have who would play you? Would it be Natalie Portman? Like,
Right, can you imagine? Like me. Well, because I think there's two ways to come at this, right? There's who do you think has your essence and who is your doppelganger, that you
oh,
get all
that's
the time.
interesting. So I
So, yeah,
definitely would cast
for yours.
like Daveed Diggs would probably end up playing me.
Yeah, yeah.
That's probably it.
Do
I
you think you look like Daffy Diggs? I know everyone on the street does, but how
I
do you
mean,
feel about it? What do you think the similarities are?
I can kind of see it's better than Wayne Brady. I used to get that all the time. Wayne
Sure.
Brady and I, we're
Yeah.
not like the same, complexion. I think we both have a nice smile. We're both two smiley black men, and I think that's
Uh,
pretty much it.
it's
So much
tricky.
when
Yeah.
I would do stand up comedy, the thing that you do in stand up comedy, which I
Right.
learned from Roseanne, R.I.P. to
Yeah.
her career. But you say the thing first before the audience can use it against you.
Sure.
And so the first joke that I always had doing stand up, be like, no. I'm not Wayne Brady. Like that would
There
be
you go.
always my
Yeah.
opening.
Yeah, absolutely. You just got to do a little combination. Platter, just so that you can adjust so that you all have something to agree on. Yes.
Pomeranian is jazzed about your writing class. They
Oh,
said like, "Ooh,
he's
the
so
hero's journey class sounds fascinating." Renee is gonna be
yeah,
there
yep,
as
I'm
well.
excited. I'll listen, I'll
Memorize.
convey everything. I'll tell you all about it.
Oh, sounds
Yeah.
good. Who would
Let's see.
who would who
Let's
would play
see.
you, Renee?
Um,
Renee Zellweger?
sorry. Someone speaking of 3-year-old palate and 3-year-old tolerance for tags, had an itchy tag. So just ripped it right out. Um, who would play me? Did you say Renee Zellweger?
Yes, because you both are named
No,
Renee. I don't
that's a
know.
similarity there. I'll take it.
I
Yes.
Carrie Russell.
Yeah, gosh, the person that I get a doppelganger for is Holly
Hunter?
somebody.
Holly Hunter?
Yes, yeah, because of a huge
Oh,
forehead.
okay.
If
No.
you I'm telling you, because I think there are like basic sort of like indicators of, oh, you look similar to this person. So I think it can be hair color, and I think it can
Mhm.
be like so if you have big eyes, you'll get compared to someone with big eyes. If you've got blonde hair, you get compared to someone with blonde hair. So when Holly Hunter has brown hair, I'll get a little Holly Hunter because we both
Yeah,
got
Holly
big
Hunter.
foreheads and brown hair. Yeah.
I think Liv would cast what is her name? Nanny McPhee? No, Catherine McPhee. Catherine
Oh,
McPhee.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
who
I
she would
think
cast.
but I think that was an indicator of when Liv met me, I had bangs and Catherine McPhee had bangs. So I think it's just
Okay.
if
Yeah.
you have the same hairstyle type of a thing that's going on. Okay, now get on uppers. I want to hear from you. Okay, I think Bert and Ernie and Sesame Street would probably pay me to. I love it. I love it. I could also go into which Sesame Street character would you want to play?
Yeah. And then Raymond said that when he was younger, Tom Cruise, but he's like, oh, I don't know who would play you now. Like Tom Cruise has aged out of the role, or he's too couch jumpy, or he hasn't aged well. Is this shade? Is this tea? Oh, I don't
Possibly.
know.
Now, I do need you to work on this because I will be seeing Top Gun Maverick opening night. And I think that's
Oh,
going to be a lot for us to contend with. We're going to have to navigate our friendship
okay.
because I will be reporting it on Monday. Yeah.
Perfect. Good, because now our friendship is not based on the things that we like and have in common. I've never seen Top Gun. I've never seen it. And so my ex-boyfriend was like, hey, we're all going to Top Gun and on IMAX on such and such date. I'm like, I don't know her. And it's just Tom Cruise coming back. Like the other guy is not even coming back. Like Maverick, or he is Maverick, or there's Maverick and Top Gun.
Yes.
There's Maverick and Johnny Guns.
Sure. Tom Cruise plays Maverick. Yeah, you got it. That's pretty much the gist. There's Maverick and Johnny Guns. Yeah.
But isn't the other guy not even coming back? So I just think that's kind of like, I don't know. How do you do Top Gun without both the Top Guns?
He died.
Oh,
so I think it was Maverick
spoiler!
But I think
oh my God. I'm like, well, I don't need to see the first Top Gun now. Jeez, we couldn't even get a spoiler warning.
Came out in 86. I think you're okay.
That's so sad.
I know.
Oh, that is
but I
sad.
think I'll report it to you in a way that is interesting, but not dependent on you seeing the first one.
Okay, great. Okay. Oh man. Wow. Wait, Sarah, okay, take the plural out. So producer Sarah coming in hot.
Yeah.
They still make Top Gun movies? Okay, this is literally the second one that they've ever made, Sarah. So they're not Fast and the Furious. This is the Fast and the Furious. There was Top Gun, and then there's Top Gun
30
Maverick?
years later,
is that what this is called?
Top Gun Maverick. Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
Very bad. Yeah.
You know what? It's because there are posters all over LA for this movie. They really want you to go see this movie.
They sure. And for the people that watch it, for the people that it's meaningful to, it is truly meaningful. It's very exciting. But I think in general, there's like either it's in your lexicon, it's in your world, it's in your zeitgeist, or it's not. And if it's not, don't worry about it. You're okay.
Yeah, I was just looking at, Raymond had a good question. How long do you think a movie has to be out before it's okay to spoil it? I think a year plus,
right.
That's what I think. I feel like you've got a year, I'm okay with talking about WandaVision. It's been, when we were doing the red carpet, we were talking about like, oh, can we spoil this from WandaVision? And then we're like, it's been 2 years. Yeah. That show came out in 2020. So
I think it's okay. I think it's okay. And I think, especially with the way Marvel works, is that you have to spoil it so that the thing you're currently talking about makes sense.
Yeah, you got to get in there. In there. All right.
Yes.
Stacey, I appreciate you for being so kind. I know we're going over and it is time. Oh, nope. There it is.
There it is. It was coming.
I can feel it. And without missing a beat, give me somebody. Give me birthdays. Give me birthdays. Yes. Oh, look in this, Tim. Good fact. Tom Cruise will personally fly you via helicopter to his screening of the new Top Gun.
That's true.
That man, I don't know how he is still alive. I don't know how they let him do all of his own stunts. It's insane.
I know.
It is insane.
It's the insurance.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Yes. Okay. Happy birthday, celebrities. Happy birthday, celebrities. Happy birthday. We've got some fun ones today. We've got 5 celebrity birthdays here.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I feel like that May has been a slow month. I feel like April.
Yeah.
Good gosh, what happened 9 months ago? Oh,
right. Yeah. Gosh. What would that be? Was summer? Everybody's having a good summertime?
Labor Day? Yeah, I think it's like end of
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah, okay, sure, that makes sense, exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Bono. He's turning
Okay.
62. It's
Happy
Bono's
birthday, Bono.
62nd birthday today, May 10th. We know Bono. We love them. And there is not a question for them. Great.
Great.
It's Bono's 62nd birthday. Let's name
Yeah.
your favorite YouTube song. Favorite
I
YouTube song. What
love
is your
it.
favorite YouTube song?
Raymond, I also hate Bono and butter. While we're at it, I also do not care for him. I will say this: in honor of Tony Tuesday, what musical did Bono write that
Ooh.
bombed absolutely, like
Oh. Oh!
historically?
Oh,
Yes.
yes, I got it, I
Yeah.
got it, I know it, I know it, I know
Good,
it.
good, good. All right. Let's see if the Get On Uppers can get there.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Directed by Julie Taymor. When you think of Broadway musicals, the most epic fail that's ever happened ever. What,
Dang, look, we even got someone from on this one, the
yeah,
YouTube chiming on in.
love
Got
it.
it. Student Affairs, our first chat from well, actually, I know Tim's also on YouTube. I don't
Yep,
know how these things work. We have two different like chat streams and who gets
sure.
on there. But Student Affairs chiming in over here on the YouTubes. Spider-Man. Tim also
That's
saying
it.
he wrote Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark. I've seen clips from it, and it is. Oh, student. Oh, well, there it is. Can we say, Sarah, who the reveal of Student Affairs is? It is our producer Sarah's dad. Hello,
We
producer
love
Sarah's
it. Hi, Papa
dad.
Sarah. I'm
Hey,
so happy you're here. Your
Sarah, your daughter's doing an
kiddo is
amazing job. Just
fantastic at what
watching
they
it.
do. So
Watching it.
talented.
Has anybody seen? I've seen some clips of that Spider-Man Turn Off the
I
Dark.
get this.
Not great.
My roommate at the time was the stage manager, so I have seen it in the theater 4 times because
Great.
they couldn't get people there because
Okay.
everybody kept dropping out of the ceiling, and that was a
Great.
dramatic thing. Yeah.
So we need you to do a segment tomorrow if you can. Just give
Okay.
us the what did you see? What did you remember? Give us a rundown of this musical and your theory as to why it just didn't work. With
Sure.
that limit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
And we can do that.
Tim said, "Oh, Tim actually got to see the Spider-Man musical in person too.
Hey,
You all are
Tim. Okay, Tim and
anomalies."
I will report together,
Please. Okay.
how
Tim, are
how we
you
felt
here
about it.
tomorrow? Because we'll do a little segment and we'd love to have you
Mm,
chiming in here with Renee.
real quick
Well, this
fact
was
about that, what's so
yeah.
interesting is that it bombed, but they invested so much money in it that they kept trying to change it in a way that maybe it could be successful. So it is very possible that the show Tim saw and the show I saw are 2 completely different shows because of how much they changed it and
Oh.
reworked it while it was up and running. That
And
poor cast.
well, and look, Papa Sarah chiming in said that he saw the original
Yeah.
fun, especially with the Spider-Man flying all over the stage.
Yep.
And Reeve Carney, who played Spider-Man, is starring in Hadestown right now. So
What?
at least their career had a bounce
Papa
back. They
Sarah
s-
knows their
they
theater.
swung back onto Broadway, if you
Mhm.
will.
Sure did.
Yeah.
I can't wait. And Reeve is so talented. Would you agree,
Mhm.
Papa Sarah? The things that this kiddo can do is incredible. Makes sense because Hades Town, I think, is also a difficult role.
So good. All right. Well, I'm glad that look, everything happens for a reason. We got to turn on the lights for that question. I don't know.
Love it.
Keenan Thompson. Let's celebrate Keenan Thompson's 44th birthday. Also, I think Papa Sarah will have to be here for tomorrow as we all unpack Spider-Man
Sure.
Turn Off the Dark. We got 3 people here
Yes.
who've
Yes.
actually seen it.
All
It's
right.
one of those things it's like now I just need to run into somebody who's been on Wild and Crazy Kids or Legends of the Hidden Temple. I
Yeah.
thought it would have happened by now. Or Double Dare. Never met anybody. All right. Keenan Thompson, who has not aged since his days of
Truly.
all that.
Fascinating.
Oh, turning 44. Okay, yeah. I have 2 questions for you. Can you
Okay.
name Sarah has a question, then I also wrote a question. They're both
All right.
SNL related.
Okay.
Can you name the name of the long-running sketch show that he does, the long-running sketch that he does, where he plays a talk show host on BET and never lets Lindsey Buckingham speak in the end? Lindsey Buckingham is a guest.
Okay.
So many people jump into this sketch. You've
Right.
got Ted Lasso doing the Running Man in the background.
Yes.
Fred
Yes. I can
Armisen playing the saxophone. But what
pick.
is the name of the show that he's hosting? And Lindsey
I
Buckingham.
can picture it. I can hear the music. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Tim. Yes, that's exactly. You know what's so funny, Tim, is that I had it was in my brain. I
Ooh-wee.
had the uh 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 uh.
Uh,
uh.
uh,
Yeah. So I knew the
ooh-wee.
syllables.
What's up
I
with
knew
that? What's up with that? It
that
is
is
my
the answer. Yeah.
favorite sketch. It's been such a long running sketch. Like you can go
Right.
down a what's up with that rabbit hole and just
Yeah.
more and more ones will come on up. One of my favorite ones is watch the what's up with that with Maya
Right.
Rudolph.
Yes.
And she comes in and he like because he's just going off. It's like this dance break in the middle of like because they're just like it's gonna be amazing. It's
Right.
gonna be infectious. I got to say, who we and he starts like singing, what's up with that? What's up with that?
Yeah.
And then he's like, ladies
Yes.
and
It's
gentlemen,
genius.
he goes, ladies and gentlemen, Brazil's answer to Leon Rhymes, Sabrina Spotlight. And then she comes on and she's like, my name is Sabrina. I'm from Argentina. I steal the spotlight. I steal the spotlight. And
That's
then in that
hilarious.
same sketch,
Yeah.
then she goes off and he brings in like the principal of like some school in New York and he's just dancing. And he's like, he's raising our expectations. He's raising our expectations. I have clearly seen this one specifically so many times. I
That's
love it.
I okay, well, okay, maybe do we need a what's up with that show?
Oh God, I think we
Maybe?
do. Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Anyways, yes, I always anytime I've like cut a segment from like a podcast or something, I'm just like, oh, it's like the Lindsey Buckingham of the show. It can
Right.
never get in the end. And then Tim says, I love how the actual stars just sit there and they don't get a word out, especially the middle host. The first host will get to
Yeah.
say like a little bit of something and then just breaks out into it. Keenan, so
We
good in
love it.
everything he
We
does.
love it. We couldn't love it more. Okay. All right. Well, happy birthday, Keenan. This was a true happy birthday celebration. We
Oh,
didn't
we
say one bad thing
did.
about this man.
We did not.
We love
You can't say a bad thing
Mm-mm.
about him.
You certainly
He's
cannot.
good. And I mean, talk about he has been doing sketch
Yeah.
comedy forever. He was on All That
Right.
and made the progression like All That, which was like kids SNL and on Saturday night, and then just sauntered on over to SNL like so seamlessly. No other All That kids were able to, break into adult sketch comedy.
Wow. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, you want him to. You want him to be able to, but the only one. And I guess it makes sense because I think well, yeah, they're just like, oh, you're holding a spot and you were not giving that spot to anyone else. But that makes sense of just like I was the only one to get here. Yeah,
I was
I'm
the
not leaving.
only
You
one to
can't
get
remake me.
there. I
Yeah,
mean, Amanda Bynes kind of had a thing going on, but then because she was on All That, and
sure,
Lori Beth Dinberg
sure.
also. Yep. All right, okay.
Okay.
Well, happy birthday, Keenan Thompson. It is also
Yes, happy
Susan
birthday.
Lori Parks' 59th birthday.
Happy
Susan
birthday,
Lori
Susan Lori
Parks.
Parks. Okay.
Ooh, oh yeah. I didn't realize that she'd written the screenplay for this. Her very first screenplay was directed by this her very first screenplay, Girl 6, was directed by this very famous movie director, Susan Lori Parks. Her very first screenplay and if you aren't familiar with her work, she's done so many things. She did Venus. She's mainly a playwright.
Right.
But she's done like Venus. I think she did Top Dog Underdog. Just a lot of great theater, especially about
Wow.
like the Black experience in
Yeah.
a sort of different way. Like August Wilson is kind of doing more naturalistic type theater, and she's doing this sort of like avant-garde, Brechtian,
Right.
weird, poetic sort of thing.
Yeah. And we're wondering who directed her first screenplay?
Her first screenplay, which was Girl 6, what very famous movie director directed it?
Movie director. Oh,
It was a
I guess I'm
film.
gonna need
It
help
was
with
a
this.
film. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, oh, sure, Pomerania, I got you. Yes, going back to Keenan just real quick, being like, it sounds, like a really awesome person. Hopefully, they're genuine and kind. Absolutely, yeah, that's always the hope. That's always the dream. That's what you want from a very famous movie director. Um,
Well, maybe some
Gosh,
of the
I
Get On
don't know.
Uppers
Yeah,
know.
well, I'm
Maybe you would
trying.
have
Get
to.
on uppers. What do you
Well,
guys
I
think?
think they might know. Maybe
Okay.
someone said
All
it
right.
at
Okay.
7:46
Okay.
a.m.
Okay. All right. 7:46. Go ahead. Tim said Spike Lee, and Tim is correct because Tim is
Yep.
always right. Spike Lee. Spike Lee, the very
Spike
one.
Lee. Correct. I didn't realize Susan Lee Parks had done that. I bet she's done a lot of. I bet she's done some other screenplays and stuff too. We'll have
Yeah,
to
it's very
Google
cool.
some information about her. Highly recommend her play Venus. So good. It's about the real life story. In fact, I think that's probably one of her most famous plays. We studied that in college and I got to see a production of it. It
Amazing.
is, and Papa Sarah's like, sorry, I'm a Broadway trivia person. If only we would ask, like, what
Ugh,
name one of her hit Broadway shows,
I love it.
Venus. But so Venus is such an amazing story. Maybe one day we'll talk about it's
Yeah.
amazing and horrifying. So it's a story about the Venus Hottentot, where she was this black woman that
Okay.
like these essentially these white guys just like put her in a circus because they're just like, oh my gosh, she's like not human and her butt is so big, and they like just kind of she made her money as this like star attraction in this freak show.
Right.
So in touch because people just thought like, wow, her features are just so like she can't even be like
Hmm.
human connection like from apes to humans.
Yeah.
And in the end, like her body ended up being like she was just used by a lot of men. Treat like she was like living in a cage, but sometimes had like a nice like life. It was just how again like how and to this day how black
Right.
women's bodies are still objectified in that way. Of there's a certain
Whew.
these things that have been in
Yeah.
running for so long, and then it ends with her body being dissected by scientists.
Oh, I hate it. Okay.
Yeah, I
Well,
think her
all
head
right.
is like her skull's like still in a jar.
Says a lot, though.
Anyway.
The symbolism of that is impressive.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Susan Lee Parks wrote this play in, gosh, I want to say like the 90s, maybe. I think it was the 90s. If Venus is ever in your town, go see it. It's such a good show. So well done.
Okay.
And
Cool.
Pomeranian, look at that. Shout out to August Wilson. His Gem of the Ocean is amazing. Ooh, saw it at theater in the round. Pomeranian be doing the
Look
theater.
at that.
Gotta get more
Pomeranian.
theater
Yeah,
questions.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, August Wilson. I saw an August Wilson play. Well, also, I mean, August Wilson, if you've seen Fences, you get a taste of his like amazing work.
Truly.
Brilliant
Yeah.
writer. Brilliant writer. Two more. We've got Todd Lowe.
Okay. Happy birthday, Todd Lowe.
Everybody knows Todd Lowe.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Okay, Sarah. Thank you. I see. Okay. I had to look on over. All right. Sorry to this man for some of you, but I don't remember who this is.
Love it.
Sorry to this man. Turning 50, Todd Lowe was in this vampire show as a PTSD Iraq War veteran. So he was
In a
he was in a show about vampires
okay.
and played
Alright.
a PTSD
Okay.
Iraq War veteran.
Okay. All right. Get on uppers. What vampire show has a PTS veteran played by who's this man? What's his name?
The Todd Lowe.
Todd Lowe.
Todd
It's
Lowe.
played by Todd Lowe.
I-
Ooh. Raymond's like, is that a Buffy question? Maybe, but it's a movie or TV show?
It's a TV show.
Ooh. Tim, I like this. I think that's very smart. Probably True Blood, right? I cannot think of any other vampire. Sesame Street? With the Count?
The Count one. He might have had a guess. Sesame Street did do a True Mud spinoff. They did like a spoof. Sesame Street always like spoofs things, but they did like
The
a
smartest. Yeah.
True Mud. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tim. Tim is always right. Was it True Blood?
It was True Blood. I watched all of True Blood. Do not remember this man being in it. I had
very
to. He I guess dated the redhead Darlene for.
Okay.
There's pictures of them together.
Okay.
So I don't
Would
really
you? But
remember.
you recommend True Blood? It has scary. doesn't
Oh, it's so good. It's
Okay.
so good. I
Okay.
mean, very very risque, but I loved it. It was so
All
good.
right. I'll check
Definitely
it out.
jumped the shark a few times, but I love it.
Sure.
It's okay.
Wait, Todd was on Gilmore. Oh my gosh, you're right. Todd was on Gilmore Girls. Pomeranian. I can't begin to tell you how impressed I am with that. He
Yeah.
was Lane's husband, right? That's all
Yeah.
right from reading?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, I
great.
guess so.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Sarah says he dated Sookie. I don't remember him dating Sookie. Because like Sookie's boyfriend, she had the werewolf guy, Joe Magniolio,
Okay.
who has taught me how to work out. I bought his book and I still use his workouts. And then
Okay.
she also had what's his face, the Bill the vampire. Who I
Right.
met Bill at Comic-Con. I helped introduce him to come out on stage, talk for about his show. He played like he was in this Mutant the Gifted on Fox.
Look at that.
It got canceled, but
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Okay.
And then Raymond loved True Blood as well. Yes, yes, yes. And Tim also, Tim watched True Blood. We don't remember the guy not standing out.
Okay.
And when you got Joe
Well,
Magniolio and Alexander Skarsgård,
yeah.
poor Todd, poor Todd. I mean Alexander Skarsgård. Come on.
Very funny.
Okay.
Love it. Love it.
Sucker. That's how Bill would always like come in and be
Yes.
like, Sucker Stackhouse.
Delightful. Delightful.
That's why I was so confused when I was working on I went to go work on a cruise ship for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then I came back and everyone was talking about Snooki. And I was like, I
Oh.
don't know no Snooki,
That
but I know
yeah.
it's Sucker. I know Sucker.
Interesting. Okay.
All right. All right. Last one. Salvador Dali. Salvador Dali
Okay.
would have been 118 today.
Wow.
Yep,
Happy
yep,
birthday
yep.
to Salvador
Salvador
Dali.
Dali. Let's see. Famous for this art style. Salvador Dali is famous for this. Oh, I went ahead. That's for tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was supposed to do Lenny Venito. Now, don't go Googling that question, everybody.
Okay, we will not. We will not, but it's
Le-
a nice little test, a nice little tease.
Actually, we'll do him. Okay. We'll do. Sorry, Sarah.
Okay.
Keep his photo up. This is not what Salvador Dali looks like.
I think that's very funny. I like that a lot.
But we'll get to Salvador Dali in a moment. But we already asked the question: what is the famous art style? Salvador Dali, birthday tomorrow. What are they known for?
Okay. We'll keep it. We'll keep it in our pocket. Nobody will research it. We'll just keep it.
No,
in our
we're gonna
pocket.
ask. No,
we're gonna ask it right
answer
now.
Right
Okay.
now. Right now. Right
A birthday
now.
eve.
Oh,
A very birthday
birthday
eve.
eve.
Um,
Birthday eve.
Okay, do Salvador and then do that guy tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do a little flip flop. That's
Okay,
smart.
all
That's
right.
smart.
Good
Call it, Raymond.
choice. Good choice.
What is the question about Salvador Dali? What type of art?
Famous for this art style. Famous for this
Okay.
art style.
Salvador Dali, famous for this art style. Get on uppers. What is the answer? Ooh. I think Papa Sarah may have the answer in there. Is it surrealist?
Ding, 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 ding,
right?
ding,
Yeah,
ding.
Papa
Papa
Sarah.
Sarah with
All
the
right.
win. Ooh,
All right.
Pomeranian
Yeah.
also came in with
Also
surrealism.
knowing it.
Okay.
Surrealism.
Y'all know. All right. Wow, that was celebrity birthday quiz. Renee, do you want to set up where we're going next?
Yes, I would love nothing more. Oh, you got first off, everyone, we're so happy to have you here. Thank you for being on the show with us because according to me, we're a group. We're a group show. So I appreciate having you here. I want to tell you that if you're just joining, the way that you interact with us is you simply say to your device, say, and then you say the answer. In fact, Tim is saying Dolly did that Melty watches picture. Oh, right. Okay. All right. That helps me familiarize myself a little bit more. And Raymond loves Salvador Dali. Okay. Well, you guys, very happy. And I think if based off our love for him, it is good that we are celebrating him a little bit ahead of time. Is what I think we're saying. So coming up next, we're going to celebrate a little bit of our Asian Pacific Heritage Month. But I want to take a quick moment to say happy Tony nomination Moro to you and yours because it came out yesterday. And we will be talking about all of that. You know what is so interesting is that I used to be that you breathed the Tony Awards and going through these nominations got to like introduce myself to the show. This one that was nominated for so many things. In reading what it's about, I was like, can I fly to New York tonight? It looks so good. It looks so good, Jim. I can't wait. All right. But
Well,
yes.
okay. Well, I can't wait to hear all of that. But we do want to take a quick moment to celebrate, as Renee said, Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. And today we are celebrating Grace Lee Boggs. Grace Lee Boggs was born June 27th, 1915. They passed away October 5th, 2015. But they were an American author, social activist, and philosopher, and feminist. There is Grace Lee Boggs. So they were really known over the years for their political collaboration with C.L.R. James and Rhea Dostoyevsky in the 1940s and 1950s. And in the 60s, she and James Boggs, her husband of 40 years, took their own political direction. So here's what happened. In 1979, Grace Lee Boggs and husband James Boggs contributed to the founding of the National Organization for an American Revolution, also known as NOR. And by 1998, she had written 4 books, including an autobiography. And then in 2011, still active at the age of 95, wow, wrote The Next American Revolution: Sustainable Activism for the 21st Century. I feel like I need to go purchase this book right now.
Yeah.
Right? And it was published by the University of California Press. She is regarded as a key figure in the Asian American movement. She obviously, this isn't going to surprise you, faced significant barriers in the academic world in the 1940s. She took a low-paying job at the University of Chicago Philosophy Library. But here's the thing. So as a result of her activism on tenants' rights, she joined the far-left Workers' Party, known for its third camp position regarding the Soviet Union, which it sought as a bureaucratic collectivist. So they're like, we're not really down with this. We see what y'all are up to. You're just a bunch of bureaucrats, and we're trying to rage against this. So at this point, she began her trajectory that would follow her for the rest of her life. She focused on struggles also within the African American community. I think it was this idea that, sometimes it's like you start with the folks who are the most disenfranchised. I think it's even why some folks are really, that's why you say like Black trans lives matter, because once those lives matter, then everybody's lives will matter, because those are some of the most disenfranchised folks, in our country. So you start there. So she founded Detroit Summer, a multicultural integration youth program in 1992, and was the recipient of numerous awards. I think what's interesting about Detroit Summer, because if you all remember, the Vincent Chin, we talked about Vincent Chin last week, who was killed in the Detroit area. There are these, auto workers who were upset that their jobs were going overseas. It was going to Vietnam, and they were just looking around for someone to attack, and they attacked Vincent Chin, who was Chinese American. Not that it, makes a difference, but I think, and then they never received any jail time, and it actually ended up starting, a lot of movements amongst the Asian American community to really band together. So I think it's interesting that she started this in Detroit, and I wonder if there's connections to what happened to Vincent Chin. So she had her home in Detroit, also served as headquarters for the Boggs Center to nurture community leadership. The Boggs Center was founded in the early 1990s, and it was by her friends of Grace Lee. It was her and her friends, and it was grassroots organizing, social activism, both locally and even nationally. And then in 2013, the James and Grace Lee Boggs School was opened in Detroit, Michigan. And the Boggs School teaches students from kindergarten to eighth grade, and among its core values are critical thinking, collaboration, and self-determination. I think 3 things that I don't know are really taught in school. I went to school during No Child Left Behind, and so it was just
Right.
standardized testing up the wazoo. Just so much standardized testing. And you only got to really critical thinking and things like this if you were taking like AP or advanced classes,
Right.
honors classes.
Yeah.
In 2014, the Social Justice Hub at the new school's newly opened University Center was named the Baldwin Riviera Boggs Center after Boggs, James Baldwin, and Sylvia Rivera. So really, it's a hard-hitting school of all these things, of all these people doing the work. The dual biography in Love and Struggle, The Revolutionary Lives of James and Grace Lee Boggs by Stephen M. Ward was published in 2016. And Boggs was the subject of an FBI file that investigated the roles of the Black Panthers and Black national movements. When her files were released, it revealed comments speculating that Boggs was probably Afro-Chinese. So that's probably also why she had such a strong, connection to the Black community, because she's like, pardon me. And she died at the age of 100. 100. So there it is. Oh, maybe the trash is still there. And
sorry. Yes. Sorry. I was hemming and hawing and commenting, and I had it on mute because it's Tuesday Trash Day.
Trash Day.
Real crazy. That's excellent report. The thing that I'm really taken back by is like this is 2 for 2 that I have not even heard of. I don't love that, because often I'll be like, gosh, that name is familiar, but I guess I don't know the story. This one, I don't even know their names. So thank you for making the time to do this. And I am embarrassed by it, but I am going to learn. I'm going to learn from it.
Well, that's what we're all here for. We're all here to learn, but it is just amazing how much, again, you'll see this when we get to Latinx Heritage Month, which is from September 15th to October 15th. It's not one full month. And it goes in that time period because that is when a lot of Latinx countries had their independence from Spain, who was their colonizer.
Right.
And that's when they got their independence. But anyways, you just, at the bare minimum, we got a little bit of Black History Month, probably studying it in school. And it was the same old people that were touting around, no offense, but it was just like, okay, Martin Luther King Jr., even though we just talked about him back in January, Rosa Parks. Okay, but there's so many other people to explore.
So many good people. Yeah.
And then so especially when you come to the Asian Pacific American, community,
right.
Who were we ever taught, or did we talk about,
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you for doing it. I appreciate it so much. I am thrilled to give this opportunity to learn from it.
Okay. Well, we would like to change gears here because we can do so much here at Get On Up. It just really is all the things. It is time for dun dun da 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 Tony Tuesday, Tony Tuesday. Tony. Oh wait, let me try again.
No, that's it. You nailed it.
Da 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 Tony Tuesday,
Great.
Tony Tuesday, Tony Tuesday.
Perfect. I mean, comedy does come in 3, so I'm afraid you do have to do one more. You can do it. I believe
you. Tony Tuesday, Tony Tuesday. That was to Good Vibrations by Marky Mark and the Funky
I did need some help with that one, so I appreciate 2 iconic movie scores and one song called Good Vibration. It's great. It threw us for a loop. Okay.
That's where my mind went. I could not think of anything else. Just the first thing came to my mind. Marky, Good Vibrations.
On me to parade you around as the clever genius that you are, to be like, well, I'm going to need a third. I'm going to need a third.
Well, that's in my wheelhouse.
Tony Tuesday, you are so correct. Now, Jam, forgive me. It is also Trash Tuesday. Hold on. Just.
Oh my God, it's also Trash Tuesday. It is also Trash Tuesday. Tony Pomeranian, Tony Tuesday with Renee. I'm here for it. And I can't remember. It was one of you all. Was it Pomeranian or Raymond gave us the Tony Tuesday slogan the day? We love our alliteration. So
smart.
Thing.
So smart. And I need to make it very clear that I am disappointed in myself for the lack of familiarization.
Oh,
I want familiarize in a verb.
Familiarization.
Okay. Yeah. The lack of familiarization that I have done at this point, but Tony Awards come out June 12th. So I've got time. I'm going to learn absolutely everything about all of this. The thing that was not on my radar is the one that got 11 Tony nominations. It is called A Strange Loop. And as I'm reading about it, I'm like, I love this so much. Oh my gosh, I love this. I haven't even heard the music yet, but I would love to tell you guys about it so that we can all be like, oh my God, this is so good. This is so good. This is so good. So A Strange Loop, if I may. Are you familiar with this show yet, Jam?
No, I feel like Sarah's familiar with it, and
Yeah.
Sarah was telling like I think I talked about it maybe last week, and it was maybe my first time hearing about
Okay.
it. I think so, or is that
Okay.
I don't know.
Sure. No,
Tell me
that's fine.
things.
Well, let's all learn together. So what I'd love to do, I'm going to tell you the plot of it, and then I'm going to tell you how it came to be, and then we can talk about the rest of the nominations. But I feel like this is the one to watch. This is the one that we're all going to lose our mind for. So the plot of it is a strange loop centers around a man named Usher, whose day job is working as a usher for the Broadway musical Lion King. So we love it. Already we love it. You give me a
Wow.
name of your job. We love it.
I feel like this is the first time Broadway's gone so meta,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
within a world within a world, like and like
Well,
it's right down the street,
yeah.
like it's
Yeah.
here.
Well, and I think therein lies where the title comes from. So it is here we go. This is how it goes. A Black queer writer is writing a musical about a Black queer writer writing a musical about a Black queer writer. So it's just a strange loop. It goes on for infinity of
Wow.
how
Yeah.
it all comes together. Um, so the plot is he doesn't like his job. He wants to be a theater writer, and so he's working on this original musical, Black Queer Writer writing a musical about a Black Queer Writer writing a musical about a Black Queer Writer. And he struggles to advance his career in part because clearly there are few opportunities for Black queer writers. He's also overweight, so he's dealing with the struggles that come with that and the biases that unfairly come with that. And it is also part because he can't escape his own destructive thoughts. So this is
Ooh.
this is where it gets really
Ah. Oh
exciting.
my
So
gosh.
he's got 6 people. So it's obviously this brilliant actor is playing him, but then there's also his thoughts are characters that come in. Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah,
that
yeah,
sounds
yeah, 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 yeah. So it's
good.
like, what if Inside Out was
Right.
a musical
Yeah.
about a Black queer?
Mm.
I can't. The concept alone is genius to me. Obviously, the thoughts are personified by a musical of 6 people, all Black and queer ensemble. Will I
Dang, this
cry?
is like revolutionary for
Yeah,
Broadway, Like they usually will
right.
have like I mean, we've seen like queer characters, here and there, but this is like forefront. I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever seen like a Broadway musical on Broadway, like
Mhm.
starring a black
Yeah,
queer character at the
yeah.
forefront. Am I
It's
correct?
and to get like, maybe if you've seen it, it's probably off Broadway, and it does not get Tony nominations.
Right.
So
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is big and this is
Mhm.
exciting.
Mhm.
So, okay, so in Broadway musicals, the way that it works when you're writing a musical is the very first song you'll hear sets the scene. And then the second song you'll hear is their want. What does the main character want?
Oh,
So your second song always has to be your want song. So we all know it. We all know his want. He wants to write this musical. Here's where the plot goes. So he wants to be a writer, but he soon receives, and this is the plight of every artist, and a writing opportunity to ghostwrite a gospel play for Tyler Perry.
I love this writer. I love this
It's
writer.
so good.
Oh
It's
my
so good.
goddess. That
So
is hilarious.
brilliant. So then we've got that struggle. So then, of course, you have to bring in the other various voices that are in his head. Usher is reluctant, obviously, because he wants to write his own thing, but ultimately takes the job because he wants to get his foot in the door and possibly earn the support of his religious family, who does not approve of his
Mm,
sexuality and
yeah.
often tells him that he should be writing a Tyler Perry-esque musical. So this is
Gosh.
precisely what is because you know how parents are. They're just like,
Oh, uh-huh.
you
Uh-huh.
should
Are
do
you
this
kidding
thing that
me?
I'm familiar
When
with.
Tyler Perry first came to the scene, my aunt and uncle sat me down. They're like, all right, there's some
Yeah.
Tyler Perry. You should try to work with him. Oh boy.
It's I remember one of the best parent-isms of my folks when I first moved out here, they read in Parade magazine, which is the little, like, leaflet that comes out of the Sunday paper. They read in
Yeah.
Parade magazine that Jennifer Garner, who was doing Alias at the time, loves to run. And Alias, at that point, Disney had bought ABC, so
Right.
they knew it was on ABC and at Disney, and they knew the Disney studios were in Burbank, which was close to where I lived. So
Yeah.
they said, "You should just run around the Burbank studios and see if you can run with Jennifer." And that was a sincere suggestion. We love it.
Thank you, Peggy and
We love
Hank.
it.
That
Thank
is
you.
great advice.
It's perfect. It's exactly what we wanted. So
Oh,
back to
Raymond
strange. Yes.
but Raymond had a really great question. Raymond
Let's
said,
hear
"I
it.
wonder what Tyler Perry thinks of this musical." I had the
Ooh,
same thought. I was so
I can't
curious.
wait.
I'm so curious. 'Cause I don't know if he has I don't. I'm be curious if he has humility about himself. And again,
Yeah.
I think Tyler Perry's done a lot of great work for like the Black community. He's like
Right.
Tyler Perry Studios. I think one of the problems though with Tyler Perry, like I think one of the problems was like during the 2000s, the only Black media that was being made was just from Tyler Perry. He was the only voice, and the Black diaspora is so broad and that
Right.
it's important to have multiple voices. I love that he exists, but he doesn't speak
Yeah.
for like everybody within the community.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to chime in here that Pomeranian said, yes, a strange loop. Tapping into the struggle of an artist and creativity.
Mhm.
I want to see it. They also
Yeah.
said it seems like some parallels with Tick Tick Boom, that sort of struggling writer. And then Raymond
Yeah.
also pointed out about Kinky Boots,
Ooh.
that there is like a Black character at the forefront. But I think
Oh,
probably
yeah,
what's
yeah, yeah.
different about this one, I don't know who the writer is for Kinky Boots, but I don't think that there was a Black person.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't
I
either.
don't
I don't
know
know who
who
wrote that
it
one.
was.
But yeah, and this is like the entire cast is Black. I don't know if everyone's queer, but everyone's Black, which
Neat.
is
Yeah,
amazing.
that's
Um,
amazing.
and so you've got the central theme of struggling artists, but you also have the central theme. So even if you're like, well, I'm not a struggling artist, I'm an accountant, but you can relate to it because it also is about confronting self-doubt
Mm.
and sort of the fight that goes on within your head, personified by musical numbers.
Look
I
at
know.
this. Let's you
Yes.
see what
Tell me.
Papa Sarah has chimed in.
Papa Sarah! Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Papa Sarah. Papa Sarah. We may need to offline about this because I need to hear so much more about what's happening. I saw the show. Let's see. Very different. The lead, Jaquel Spivey, is great. Yeah. All six thoughts were great. Okay. So everybody's great.
Mhm,
Kinky Boots starred Billy Porter. Yes, I remember that. Papa
mhm.
Sarah, do you know who wrote Kinky Boots? I'm embarrassed, but I don't know
Yeah.
who wrote that one. But yeah, Billy
Mhm.
Porter, I think won a Tony for his
Chiwetel
performance. Yes.
Ejiofor, who was in Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness,
Yes.
played in the film version of Kinky Boots. I was supposed to interview Chiwetel Ejiofor, but he did not show up
Let's see.
to the red carpet
Okay.
at the last minute. We're not sure why. We're
Okay.
not sure
All
why.
right. Well,
Yeah,
listen, maybe tummy troubles. Hello.
maybe COVID. I don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe
Yeah.
that could also be it. Um,
Uh,
yeah, yes, yes.
Why Raymond says they think that he hasn't humor, but I don't know how he would feel about this. Yeah, I don't, but I hope he would take it in good stride. Kinky Boots was based on a movie, but I don't know who I thought it was. Chiwetel Ejiofor played that part in the movie.
Yeah,
And then Papa Sarah, Harvey Firestein, and
yeah.
Cyndi Lauper wrote. Okay,
Which
Harvey
is why that's
Firestein.
embarrassing. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
because
Okay,
you're just like, oh, I know it's somebody incredibly famous and that I should know who
so
wrote that.
yeah.
But neither one of those people are Black. So
No,
this is
no,
why Strange Loop
no.
is better.
Yeah.
Can I just go off on the Strange Loop for
Yes,
like a
yeah,
few
yeah,
more
yeah.
things? Okay.
Please do, please do.
Just because it's exciting and I think
No,
it's
yeah,
going to
yeah, yeah.
win a ton,
Oh,
mainly because
well, I just was gonna no, you finish your thing, and then I wanna
no,
just
no,
so
no.
I have
Tell
a
me, what were
point.
you going to say?
Well, I just was gonna say, I think what's remarkable about this is that usually a lot of times Black art only wins awards if it's like we're slaves and it's a struggle and
Right.
like The Color Purple, which is amazing and such a great story. Like it seems it's rare for us to have a contemporary story about our journeys and struggles
Yeah.
and that it's so relatable. We're talking about our thoughts in our head. I think everybody who watches this will be able to be like, oh, me too, you know?
Right.
So I just wanted to throw that in there.
Yeah, no, I could not agree more. And what's nice to your point about not winning awards, this has already won the Pulitzer. So it's gonna win the Tony.
Mm.
It's
Oh
absolutely gonna
yeah.
win the Tony. If you win the
Wow.
Pulitzer and you don't win the Tony committee needs to rethink what they're doing. Uh, just a little bit about who created it for us. So it
Yes.
premiered at the Playwrights Horizons in 2019. So I think there's also something really beautiful about the fact that all of this theater that was like on the precipice of success before the pandemic didn't make it, but this one
Mm,
did, which is,
mhm.
I think really great.
2019, I'm embarrassed. I feel like Playwrights Horizon, I was living in New York, and I
Yeah.
think I remember seeing some stuff about it, but I just didn't go see it, and I'm embarrassed. I could have
No,
seen it.
no, no, no. Certainly don't need to be. Certainly don't need to be embarrassed. Uh,
I saw
So
Slave Play instead, and boy, was that a weird experience.
yeah, it's and then won all the awards. That one.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. I can only imagine. So it's created by Michael R. Jackson, which I think is going to create a lot of fun banter because there is also a musical that is nominated called MJ about Michael
Yes,
Jackson. So I think we're going to
yes.
have a lot of fun confusion this award season. um, Created by Jackson, and then as Papa Sarah pointed out, stars Jaquil, right? Is that yeah?
Mhm.
Um, yeah, okay, so I guess that's it. I just wanna say that it's really good, and I want us all to keep our eye on it because it just and I have not heard the music yet. I don't
Mm.
know that you can win me over for a musical just based off plot alone, but this one did. I love it. I really, really love it. How
Oh,
you feeling,
yeah,
Jim? Yeah.
I was trying to Raymond and I are trying to work out, Raymond's trying
Yeah.
to communicate, but Excella is not doing a good job. It's not you, Raymond, it's the device. I think Raymond said something about, I meant to say, Chiwetel did not make COVID, but I'm glad this one day. I'm so sorry. I'm struggling. It's not, I'm trying, I want to
No,
understand.
it's just
I want to
Alexa. That's it.
understand.
That's
Like
it, that's it.
Alexa.
And then one more thing about Strange Loop, the plot is similar to Company, in that they're little vignettes that are not in chronological order. So it's also not just like a
Mm.
normal, like they also created a cool sort of format of it.
I wonder, do you also, I always love it when you get to see productions from, because it's like he's an usher. I'm so curious if like there are moments of like the Lion King interwoven, or if like there's like you see
Yeah.
the Lion King from like the background or from like the side. The circle
Hopefully.
of life.
Hopefully. Hopefully. Yeah.
All of these
Um
puppets and
I would
stuff.
love nothing more of like some sort of like him as an usher getting hit in the head by a giraffe. That's the hope. Right? That's the hope.
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy
Mhm.
smokes. Pomeranian just stopped the
Yeah.
presses.
Yes.
Pomeranian said the color purple is the best. I met the writer Alice Walker and she was everything you hoped she would be. I love
That is a
me
stop the presses type
some
of thing.
Alice Walker. Love her.
Incredible. Just
So
incredible.
good.
We love
So
it.
good.
We love it. We love it. We love it. Um, yeah, great. Okay, so that is Strange Loop. That is the one that we need to familiarize ourselves with because it has done so well. Now to talk about the Tony Awards. It is
Mm,
the 75th Tony Awards. Very
mm,
exciting. It's also something kind of special that I touched on with Strange Loop, but I really want to like amplify is that this has been such a tricky award season because we saw
mm.
like COVID would happen and then everything like we were back and then COVID and then it would shut it down and we are back and then it would shut it down. So everybody who is here is a survivor with
Yeah.
persistence, the likes of which we've never seen. It is debuting June 12th. Jim, do you know who's hosting it?
Cynthia and Revo?
I wish. Well, no, I wish
Yo,
Cynthia.
David Diggs.
Sure, or Ariana DeBose is gonna host it for you,
Oh, good for her.
yeah,
Okay, good, good, good. Sorry, I
right?
thought you were coming for me. Um, I will say that I think Broadway has had it really tricky. I think even more so than
Mhm,
Hollywood because at least with
mhm,
Hollywood, it's like if they, it's you can kind of keep your production smaller. If someone gets COVID, you can stop production for a moment. But like with this, when Broadway goes down, like oh the whole cast of Hadestown got COVID, and it's like all
right,
right, no one can
yep,
come to see the
I guess
show.
we're
We're
out now, yeah,
we're out for the next 2 weeks. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
tricky, but yeah, I don't know, I'm excited. So June 12th is when you'll be hearing so much more about all of this. Just to quickly touch on, so obviously Strange Loop got nominated for Best Musical, as well as Girl from North County, MJ, Mr. Saturday Night, which is Billy Crystal's musical, Paradise Square, and Six, the musical.
I have to. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say something
please,
here,
by all
everybody.
means.
I have been so against this MJ musical
Fair.
for. Listen, listen. I was a Michael Jackson household.
Yeah.
Man, I learned how to dance for Michael Jackson,
Of
Janet
course,
Jackson. We
yeah.
like it was like a religion, But I saw the, leaving. What is it? Not leaving Neverland. Leaving Neverland. Leaving
Probably,
Neverland.
yeah,
I
leaving
get
Neverland.
them confused because
Yeah,
there's finding
yeah,
Neverland
yeah,
and then leaving. Get out of
leaving.
Neverland.
I think they
Um,
meant it to be that way. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. And you're just like, I don't know. I don't. I was honestly, it's been very hard for me to listen to I've not been able to
Yeah.
listen to Michael Jackson music for the last 3 years, and I just think it's for me, it's just too soon. And I feel like if you're going to tell a story, it's kind of like with the Whitney movie that's coming out. I
Right.
believe in telling the full story and full truth because hurt people. I think the documentary does a really good job of showing there's hurt and trauma that happened to him. And I think you just got to tell the full stories. I think we're in such an era of truth telling, which is why I think it's very hard for other people who can't handle like truth. I'm like,
Right.
the QAnon folks are just like, no, this isn't a table.
Right.
I'm like, it's a
Yeah.
table. They're like, it's a grasshopper. And I'm like, okay, great.
Right.
And I can't separate the art from the artist. I know people like I can't do it. I can't do it. So I guess
Yeah.
my whole entire thing is like, it just is, I think more time and space would be needed before this musical came out. And so it would be very tricky for me. Anyways,
Yeah.
that's my
Yeah. No, I
soapbox.
think listen, then I think you should write a musical about trying to understand, navigate, wrap your head around separating the art from the artist, and how do you hold space for both?
Or I
'Cause
just
it's
make
tricky.
I do a Janet
Yeah,
Jackson
heard that one.
musical.
Heard that one even
When
better.
I
I
was
guess that is true. Yeah.
17, I did
Yeah.
what people told me. That was so long ago. I'm in
Mhm.
control. Okay. All right.
That's the one. That's a
Uh,
choreography. That's it exactly.
and Raymond saying yes, you need to separate him from what is supposed to be dead. You can enjoy the music. I can't do it. I can't do it. And I don't even blame him. Again, hurt people. I think that there was trauma that happened. It's too, and I miss that music. I think I can listen to Scream,
Sure.
but that's because it's Janet Jackson and Michael Jackson. And so
Okay.
that's as far as I've been able to go.
Yeah.
And how long, Raymond said, how long do you think we should wait before we see the musical? I think it's just I don't know. I feel like it just needs more time and space
Yeah.
and healing from it to
I think that's
happen. But
fair. I think that's fair. If I don't well, one, because I haven't seen Finding Neverland, so I bet that sort of goes into my thoughts on it. But if they were to make a Louis C.K. musical, I'd be like, "Stop. Stop." So, I get it.
yeah, yeah. And then Papa Sarah said, "My choice is 6." Ooh, so Papa
Yeah.
Sarah
Okay, Papa
has
Sarah
a
loves
hat in the
6.
ring. Been seeing these
Yes.
things. I said MJ wasn't bad. Lynn Notage did a great job with the book. Dancing
Right.
is incredible. Of course, I'm sure the dancing would like blow my mind.
Right.
The lead, Miles Frost, is excellent. The book of the show does not delve on the kids issue, and that's
Of
I
course.
wouldn't suspect it
Yeah,
to.
of course it
Wouldn't
doesn't.
suspect it
Yeah.
to. I just think I don't know. Jukebox musical. Pomeranian said, "GM, I'm with you. How can you separate the artist from the artist? Like I can't. Pomeranian says can't listen to R. Kelly anymore. Same thing.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
I can't. And I think that there's just something about we were in these things were always happening. Like we're just powerful people have been allowed to get away with things for so long.
Right.
And I think we're just kind of coming up and being like, wait a minute, no.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Across the board. It is, it's tricky. It's really tricky. And I think there's
Oh, and
also
yes,
yes.
the Cosby Show, Pomeranian's like the Cosby, like I can't, I
I
call
can't
it the
watch that at all.
Huxtables first and foremost.
Right.
I watched the 4-part documentary series. We need to talk about Cosby, and it
Yeah.
is so good. We need to talk about Cosby because we actually do need to talk about Cosby, and the
Mhm.
documentary is so good because it's 4-part series on Showtime, and really even like shows the really great things that Bill Cosby did that I didn't even know about, and that
Yeah.
he had been doing some great stuff for decades, but then at the same time for decades since the beginning
Mhm.
was being a violent monster. And I
Yeah.
think it's just important for us to start having these conversations.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we just stick our head in the sand because we're like, oh, these people mean so much to us and are
Mhm.
so important to us. But like it's important for us to have these conversations because it will help these things to stop happening.
Right.
And let people
Right.
also know that when it is happening to them, to have the language to speak on it and for people to believe them,
Yeah. Yeah.
takes a lot of courage for survivors to come forward.
Certainly.
So
Agreed.
and then Pomeranian says, is it time and space we need? Not sure there's enough time to heal that awfulness. I
Maybe.
know. I
Maybe
just
not.
was thinking that if it was like 10 years from now, maybe we could even approach it in a different way and be able to show the full story or allude to just the full story of it in a way that if you're
Yeah.
gonna tell a story, I feel like you gotta tell the whole entire thing.
Yeah. I think the reason to separate, and this is, I'm not right about this, it's
Yeah, yeah.
just a thing, is that if you have so many wonderful memories affiliated with the art, that then you lose those memories. All of that gets painted with a different brush, and is that fair to you? So I think there is an argument for why you should separate it that is based in like your own happiness. It's tough. It's a tricky thing to
Yeah.
navigate.
Yeah, I mean, I used to teach like Michael Jackson dance classes,
Right.
I think it's hard for me to reconcile with the folks who survived,
Mhm.
and just it's challenging. I might be able to get there to listen to some of these songs again. And then Pomeranian says, I agree with you. We need to have these conversations, but sometimes where the conversation is, we need to learn how to separate things from the bad ones. And I think there's some people who can do it. I just can't. I've
Yeah,
never been
well,
one to
that's
be able to
okay.
separate the art from the artist. Like it, yeah. I mean, there
Right.
was some Doja Cat who I just recently fallen in love with. Was
Right.
acting kind of wild on the internet, and I was like, I had to take a
Ugh.
break from her for a
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
And look at this. Stacey's bringing in. I think, Stacey, the name of your book is going to
Yeah.
be If There's One Thing I Can't
There's one thing
Stand.
I can't
And
stand.
I
Yeah.
think that is a great book. Stacey said, if there's one thing I can't stand, it's people who don't tell the truth. And I think it's so great. And I think I really appreciate this conversation that we're all having. And I think that just goes to the point of like, we need to have these conversations about our heroes and the people that mean so much to us because
Mhm.
we're kind of not. And I feel like some people are not even willing to hear it. Like, no, those are lies. And it's like, well, let's just
Right.
kind of hold space and to talk about it. And I think everyone's going to have their own sort of approach to what works for them. Like, I'm not
Right.
judging anybody who's going to go see this musical or listen to this music. I sadly
It's
can't. I
just
wish I
not right
could.
for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, wouldn't the world work great if we could all sort of plant with, "Oh, it's just not right for me." That's all.
And look, Tim pointing this out. Tim's the same way with Woody Allen films. I tried
Yeah.
to separate
Oh, yeah.
things, but I just can't anymore. So tough.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Tugboat's
Tugboat. It's
Kirsten's
Tugboat. He's so happy.
here. Oh,
Jeremy, thank you so much. We'll see you.
hi, Jeremy. Jeremy can't hear us,
The
but
best. The best.
cheers
He's
to
just, "Hi."
Jeremy.
The best.
Is Jeremy single, Renee? Or are
No,
we
very married. Yeah.
okay? All right, cool. Man, when did I become your like Jewish
You're really
mother?
trying to marry me off, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I
Second
appreciate it.
day in a row.
Yeah.
Second
What do
day.
we do, Renee? How do we?
Oh, God.
Who is? Yeah. Yesterday was my coffee barista, and you're just like, I feel like. I
Remember,
feel
we were
like.
all like, Renee, don't break up
Do
with
it.
him.
Just go for it.
But then we had that you guys were going to gather and you're going to break up with him because you couldn't remember his name. Oh, good.
Delightful.
All right.
Delightful. Yes.
Well,
Jam, jam, jam.
I'm excited about this. Thank you for this Tony Tuesday
You're
breakdown. Is there
very
anything
welcome.
else that we should know about the Tonys before we
Oh, I'm sure there's
sign off?
plenty that I will trickle in, but that's
Okay,
right now.
good.
I just want everybody to familiarize themselves with Strange Loop because it looks incredible. My next step will be learning the music, and then I'll probably come in and be like, "Oh, the
Mm.
music's great."
I
It'll be a
do
whole
s
thing.
I
Yeah,
do see that Ruth Negga is nominated
yeah,
for Macbeth. Did it
yeah.
finally get a performance? It kept getting postponed
I
because of
know,
COVID.
I know.
They all
The
the
days.
play was so cursed. They got so much COVID and yeah.
Right, right. Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I'm sure you're right that I should focus in on the who else is nominated. A handful of celebrities that I do. So in the awards, the little inside dish that I have on that is in 2003, Avenue Q was up against Wicked. We all know that Wicked is a better musical. Avenue Q was great and wonderful, but the sell of, "Hey, do you wanna go see an adult puppet musical?" in 2003 was
right.
incredibly difficult, and they needed
Mhm.
to tour it so they could make money, and the only way to do that is to say, "Oh, this is the Tony Award winner of
Uh,
best musical."
mhm,
So
mhm.
so a little bit, it can be bought, it is
Little
politicized, it
pol
is whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
yeah, like Jesse Tyler Ferguson is nominated for an award.
Take Me Out,
Yeah,
yeah, Jesse Williams, which Take Me Out, it's like gay baseball or something, like
right.
every gay
Great.
theater
But
has
also
done
you're a
productions of it.
celebrity, and the reason you did that is so that viewers will watch so that you make more money. Got it. We got it.
Felicia Rashad for Skeleton Crew, I see
That one I
her.
support. Mhm.
Uza Abuda for Clyde. So, but again, like I'm naming just the names that I notice and see. So
Sure.
if like they have a bit of a leeway. Is what's her face? So Funny Girl happened. What's her face? What is
Yeah. Yeah,
Beanie?
that
She
gosh,
get
that's
nominated?
interesting. Maybe they didn't are they officially open?
Well, I see
Or are they
that
still in previews?
someone is nominated for Funny Girl. There's a
Oh. So I bet there's
Jared Grimes. Jared Grimes was nominated.
Right. Interesting. Yeah, Beanie. That's interesting. I
Yeah.
bet they are bummed about that.
I would imagine,
But they were
yeah, because
thinking
that's
they're probably gonna
the
get more nominations.
role. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, we're gonna keep on this Tony's track here. It is still Tony's Tuesday. We're gonna play Jam You Lion Tony Edition.
Da,
Ba,
da,
ba, ba,
da.
ba, 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 ba,
Can't wait, can't wait.
ba. Big shout out to Sarah, who I like literally emailed at 8 p.m. my time, 11 p.m. her time. Was like, hey, can we
Sarah.
do a jammy line for the Tonys? And Sarah's like, got you for
Okay,
tomorrow.
I'll make it
So I
work.
appreciate
I'll make it work because she is the
it.
best.
All right, so this is how it works. We are playing Jam You Lion. It's all Tony related themed. And I think we got some Broadway babies out here. So I think we're going to
Okay,
be in
let's see
good
what we can
company.
do.
I'm going to say something as it's a fact. If you think that it is a fact and I'm telling the truth, you will say, Jam, that's right. Say as the word, or you can type it out, Jam, that's right. Or if you think I'm lying, you will come in hot and say, Jam, you lying. What is the truth? We will find out. And look at this, Raymond saying Sarah is the best. There is the best.
Yeah.
I think everyone should run over to Backchannel and just write a review for Sarah.
Yeah, just Sarah. Sarah's great. Sarah's the
Like,
best.
yeah, the hosts are okay, but man, that producer Sarah keeping
Sarah's amazing.
little.
Yeah.
And just to praise Sarah for a moment here, Renee and I have had the past month at least has been a Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, and the show is held together by the hard work of Sarah Brown.
Entirely by Sarah, which I am just so grateful for. I open up the doc as the intro music is playing, and that's why we have a show, because Sarah created it. Very grateful.
Oh God, I see you pop into the doc. Oh, okay, she's good.
Oh, all right. I guess that's what we're doing.
All right, here it is. The first question. The first Tony Awards took place in 1947.
I just said it was 75th. Yeah,
Oh, look
that's
at
right.
math, lady. Dang it. Oh, man. The first Tony Awards took place in 1947. Do you think, Jam, that's right? Or Jam You Lion?
All
I don't
right.
know. COVID happened. Was there
Get on
Tony Awards last year?
uppers.
Do we know?
Get on uppers. Yeah, the Stacey St. Jam, that's right. Again, we can all do the math, right? So this is the 75th Tony Awards. 2022 minus 75, I do believe equals 47. Tim also says right. Okay.
Yeah, but Tim put some stank in that. I guess, Jam, that's right. Yep, that is right. They took place at the Grand Ballroom of the Waldorf in Astoria. And then look at this. Look at Papa Sarah coming in with even more facts.
Yeah.
Wait, well, we don't know. Okay, well, I can't. All right. Oh man, I maybe gave something away. All right, second question. Coming in hot. Broadway babies. Guys and Dolls was the first musical to win the Best Musical prize. Guys and Dolls was the first musical to win the Best Musical prize. Do we think Jam, that's lying, or Jam, that's right?
No, because the Guys and Dolls was written. No, that's not right. Jam You Lion, according to moi. But let's see. Okay, Stacey says Jam, that's right. Tim says Jam You Lion. Great. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go with Jam You Lion. That wasn't the first one.
All right. No, it is. Do you want to take a guess of? Well, actually, I'm going to show you in here. In fact, Papa Sarah already knows. He said, "Kiss Me, Kate" won the first Tony.
There we go. Okay,
Kiss Me,
seems
Kate.
right. Yeah.
Kiss Me, Kate.
Kiss Me, Kate's been around for a while.
Kiss Me, Kate is it's too darn hot. It's too darn. My biggest memory of Kiss Me, Kate is I took a Broadway musical class, and my professor was just like, and they did this film in 3D. So there's an entire dance number. There's like throwing things at the screen.
Whoa.
So if you watch it, you're like, why is she throwing everything at the screen?
Very
She's like,
bizarre.
those are boa.
That's hilarious. That's we love 3D when that was filmed.
All right, next question. Hamilton has the most nominations of all time for a musical. Hamilton.
Right. This is
and Tim played in the orchestra for Kiss Me, Kate in high school.
I love that. That's amazing. Very cool, Tim. Tim, that makes sense. Yes.
And Papa Sarah, I feel like you should be the quiz king for today, because Papa Sarah said for the first 2 years of the Tonys there were no nominees, just winners.
great.
Just like, oh, you
Oh,
won.
that's perfect. Yeah, great. Yeah, come on in here, and that would make sense. Of just like I'm not going to drag you to this if you didn't win. That just honoring of just like these are the people that won. Hamilton, yes, that is correct. They did get 16 Tony nominations, which is the most of any musical ever.
Dang, Renee, you are on fire. We
Well,
are in
this is the
your lane.
one thing I know
No,
until we get to the part where I
own it.
don't know it. We'll see.
Own it.
Okay.
I'm loving this. Renee's like, boop, yep. And he even came in with the extra fact that I was going to share 16. 16. There it is.
Lucky there. Well, yeah, because you just same with you when you were when we were talking about moving out yesterday, and you're like, I know Twyla Tharp choreographed it. Like you saw it on the billboard. You saw 16 Tony nominations.
Oh, yeah.
That's why.
All right, next one. The Tony Awards are named after Tony Bennett. That's what they're all known for. The Tony Awards are named after Tony the Bennett. I was like, Raymond's like, you tell me the truth.
Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, you tell me the truth. You tell me the truth. Yeah. Okay. Stacy says jam. That's right. Yeah. And Raymond says Jamie Lion. That is also correct. Good job. Yep. You got it. Yes, exactly. Tim got it with the correct answer. Jamie Lion, I think it's short for Antoinette. Correct.
Wow. I mean, I had
We
no
got some musical theater
idea.
babies in here.
Yes,
Loving
yes.
it.
Yep. Papa Sarah said Antoinette Perry, who was one of the founding members of the American Theater Wing and served as both its chairwoman and secretary. So
Yeah.
there it is. All right. Okay. Okay. Hamilton, kicking back to
Yes.
Hamilton, is also the most awarded musical of all time. It
This is not good. This is why we need to ask me things that I don't know, because the indicating. Good Lord Almighty,
flat. You're
Renee.
flat.
Renee. Flat.
With
Moving
such
on.
disgust. With
Producers.
such
It was a very
disgust.
boring show because it was
Oh
producers. All right, moving on.
Not even leaving space for the get on offers. Renee.
Okay. Okay, hold on. I can do this.
Oh
Got
my
it.
God.
But
No,
I
we
will
already-
say the
Yeah.
producers Tony Awards is the worst Tony Awards in history because
Oh,
it
really?
wasn't fun because they just won and they won and they won and they won and you're just like, oh, okay, to the point where even the award givers, which is called not an award giver, what are those called? The people who give
award givers, the award hander overs.
the award handovers. I think they got it. Yes, okay. The award handovers, like even they would be like producers.
Oh wow!
It's like shrugging as
oh
they.
my
they
God!
said it.
Yeah, so you're right. The Producers is the most awarded musical of all time in 2001. It was the new Mel Brooks musical. It became the musical production. It had 12 total wins.
Yeah.
Presenters.
Presenters. Thank you.
Thank you,
Good
Papa
Lord.
Sarah. Wow. Award hander overs.
Oof.
Just one word. Papa Sarah's like,
no, there's a word.
presenters.
There's a word.
No,
Papa Sarah
you
knows.
did it right. The award givers. Oh, we're not great. Oh man. Yeah, I think maybe that was like the La La Land of Broadway because people love self-referential, maybe, you know.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why Strange Fruit and Strange Loop will do so well. It's
Right.
like, oh, it's about you.
It was about
you
me.
love yourself.
No, I don't think you're wrong about that. Yes.
All right.
Also, Strange Loop, I bet is great.
Audra McDonald has won the most competitive Tony Awards. Audra McDonald has won the most competitive Tony Awards. Renee is holding her composure, but not well.
I've got my poker face. No, I put a poker face on. You cannot
but
tell.
Your head was moving.
It's a poker.
And that was you trying. That was you
genuinely trying.
Genuinely trying.
I love Audra so much. Okay, Raymond says Jamie Lion for Audra McDonald has won the most Tony Awards. Stacey says Jamie Lion. Okay. Gotcha. Let's see. Get on uppers. Yes. Papa Sarah says yes. Tim says Jamie Lion. Tim, you're never going to believe this, but that is correct. Audra McDonald has won the most, as she should. She's phenomenal. She won 6.
She won
Okay.
6, and then Julie Harris is a close second with 5 competitive awards and 1
Mhm.
special Tony. Renee, do you wanna try to see which ones you could name, or do you not wanna tempt your fate here?
Can I get
Try
3 out
that.
of 6?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Masterclass, Ragtime. What is the most recent one that she won for? I guess not. Oh, I guess I can only do 2. Papa Sarah, help me out. What else is Audra won for? But
Man,
she's just mesmerizing and so
absolutely.
talented. Yeah.
Yeah, just so incredibly talented. I was hoping I would be able to do a quick Google for us so we
Gotcha.
can know, but, Porky and Bess is what
Yeah.
Sarah is possibly saying.
Sounds right.
Uh, let's see. Yeah, Tony Award for Best Actress, Performance Leading Actress. It's not saying which ones that she was in though. Papa Sarah saying Carousel, Lady Emerson Bar and Grill.
Great.
And yeah, so talented. I will say this is like Renee is shining today because everybody else is like, it's good thing you're in the driver's seat here.
So, no, it's Renee needs to get it together.
So
It's
now
yeah.
you take your flowers. Take your flowers. Sound design does not exist as a Tony Award. There was no award for sound design.
Right. Get on uppers. How do we feel? Does a Tony Award for Best Sound Design sound familiar when you watch the Tonys? Have you heard a presenter say, and now the Tony for Best Sound Design goes to? That sounds familiar to me, I would think. Okay, Stacy says Jim. That's right. Perfect. Gotcha. Yeah,
This
I
is
think. Okay. Yeah. Parmerini is saying Audra also won for A Raisin in the Sun.
Mm.
A Tony. Wait, so you're saying a Tony Award does not exist for Best Sound Design?
Yep, I'm saying it
Yeah.
doesn't exist. They don't
Okay.
need that's you're thinking of movies. You're
Okay.
thinking of
I love it.
movies. There's
I
no
love it. I love it.
sound in these
I
musicals.
love it.
It's just,
Um, I
musicals are
think
not known for their
right
sound.
for their musicals are absolutely known for their sound. So, Jam, you lying. That exists.
Yeah, I am lying. Man, get it up first. Renee's killing it over here. She's helping everybody win.
Yeah, we're
Jam, you
winning
lying. The Tony
together as a team.
Award for Best Scenic Design has been awarded. Or was it that this says sound design, but then Sarah in the notes it says scenic design? Maybe it was scenic design. Yeah. So, anyways, but the best scenic design has been awarded since 1947 and was split into 2 award categories to distinguish between plays and musicals in 1960. And the Tony Award for Best Orchestrations has been awarded since 1997. So there are 4 special awards within the special Tony Award category. The Tony Award for Best Original Score has been awarded since 1947. So
Incredible.
since
Amazing.
the
Amazing.
beginning.
Yes, and Pomeranian, I could not agree more. Hot take: Carousel is an awful musical, and the storyline is bad. Yes, correct. It's very
People
bad.
love it. People love that
You're
one.
wrong. Carousel's terrible.
Let's see. Angels in America is the most awarded play of all time. We're going
You
off.
just told us this earlier
But
about the
we're doing
ladies.
play. We're doing play, not musicals. So we're doing Angels in America is the best awarded play. Is
Right.
the most awarded play
Yeah, but
of
didn't
all
you say
time.
you saw a play that won a lot of awards
Oh,
earlier in the show?
I didn't say that it won a lot of awards. I didn't realize it won. I saw it, but
Okay.
I'm aghast that
Okay.
this one is going to
Yes.
take the cake. What is going on, Broadway? Ugh.
Broadway. But they're doing it right with Strange Loop. I think they're trying to rectify the situation. So Angels in America did hold the record for a while, but
Mhm.
they have recently not held the record. How do we feel? Jim, that's facts. Yes, Tim, you were right that for the longest time, Angels in America definitely was the holder of the most Tony nominations. But recently, there's a new one who was just one in a way
It
that
just
you're like,
looks like
no.
Tim's like, yeah, domestic violence isn't really a toe tapping theme there in Carousel. Yeah.
Tim,
Was it
that's
written in the
accurate.
80s? I feel like that was like an 8. I feel like, yeah. Renee, do you want to give us the answer?
Yeah, and now is it called a slave play?
Yep, that was
Yeah.
it. I haven't
Okay,
seen
so
it.
slave play won a ton of
Slave
awards.
play. Slave play 1. And again, it's not, I mean, yeah. I mean, it wasn't It just was a lot. It just was a lot to take in. And there's some really great themes in it. Absolutely. I
Sure.
am surprised Broadway, I guess, is like falling over itself. And I think it was written by a black man. Very interesting ideas about relationships and race. And it is a good show. It is
Yeah.
absolutely good. But I think again, it
Just
seems like
tricky that
the
that's a topic.
shows that we get to win at as black people have to go have some sort of connection to like slavery.
Right.
But very interesting play, very interesting play. And yeah, the most Tony Award nominations in 2019, 12 nominations, and the 2018 revival of Angels of America previously held the title with 11, as Renee was just saying.
Tim, it was right.
Neil Patrick Harris has hosted the Tony Awards the most. Neil Patrick Harris, our host with the most, he has hosted the Tony Awards the most times. Neil Patrick Harris.
I will argue he's one of the best hosts. Do you remember that opening number he did as a tribute to the kids that were watching the Tonys and getting inspired by it? It gives me goosebumps every time. It's oh
Oh,
gosh, it's so good. He's so talented, and Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote it, so it was just like it's so good. Wait, maybe we'll watch it at some point.
yeah, we'll put it on. We'll put it on.
Raymond saying no Billy Crystal. Don't think so. I think in as we go back, I think we are all agreed that no, there's another person who has hosted it more times. So Jam, you lying.
All right, Jamie Lion. It is none other than Angela Lansbury. She
Yes.
co-hosted the Tony Awards in 1968, then in 1971, and then hosted in 1987, 88, and 89. So,
Nice. I love it.
oh, Liza with a Z. Hello, Aria. We were playing Jamie Lion. Maybe we'll get one more in here. There's so many great questions. And we might even have to like circle back or
Oh
something maybe
gosh,
later
look
on
at
in
the
the week.
time. Wow.
I know. I
It
know.
is
We could
flown
play
by.
this one all the way. How about our last one? We did 10. Richard Rogers Theater has housed the most Tony winning best plays and best musicals.
Mhm.
The Richard Rogers Theater has housed the most Tony winning best plays and best musicals.
I love it. And all right, so coming in so friendly. Hi everybody, how are you today? Nice to meet you. Ara, it's so nice to meet you. We're doing a Tony's trivia question. We're in the final question. We're trying to figure out if the Richard Rogers Theater has hosted the most Tony Award winning plays and musicals. How do we feel? Raymond, are you telling what time? Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, Raymond, he said, why should I point out the time? But we're getting close to the end. I think there is a notion among the Broadway community producers. If you can get your show at the Richard Rogers
Mm,
Theater, there's a little bit of a legend behind it
mm.
because it's got some good vibes around it. Tim, yeah, Jam, that's a fact. Tim is
And
always right.
y'all are so right. Richard Rogers. So, Guys and Dolls, 1951. Damn Yankees, 1956. Redhead, 1959. How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, 1952. 1776 and 1969. Raisin, 1974. Nine, 1982. Fences, 1987. Lost in Yonkers, 1991. Chicago, 1997. In the Heights, 2008. The Gershwins, Porgy and Bess, 2012. And then Hamilton. So.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
have to do one last one for my dancing queen Renee, who's going
Oh,
to
sure.
back to dance class.
Oh,
So
yes.
last one.
Okay.
Bob Fosse is the choreographer with the most Tony Awards. Look at her do Fosse
I love it.
dance.
I love it.
She's
I
doing
love it. A
Fosse.
Fosse.
She's giving
A
it to
Fosse. A
Fosse.
Fosse. Yeah, get on uppers. How do we feel? Has Bob Fosse won the most Tony Awards for choreography? How do we feel? And yeah, there you go, Raymond. Very nice. Raymond says, Jam, that's a fact.
That is a
I think
fact.
Raymond is
That is
correct. Jam, that's a
it.
fact.
Absolutely. The Pajama Game, 1955. Damn Yankees, 1959. Redhead, 1959. Little Me, 1963. Sweet Charity, 1966. Pippin, 1973. Dancin', 1978. Big Deal, 1986. And he also won Best Direction in a musical for Pippin in 1973. And I think Papa Sarah's throwing us a question. What is the name of the theater before the name changed to the Richard Rogers Theater? I do
Ooh,
not
gosh,
know.
Papa Sarah. I don't know that, but that's a
That's
great
a good
question.
one.
Very good.
Turning the tables on
Um,
us.
and I want it real quick. We love Fosse, we love him. But if you watch Fosse Verdon on FX, oh my
Oh,
God,
so
Gwen
good.
Verdon is so responsible for his career. My
She
God,
deserves
what she did. to help
all
that
the
man.
roses and
Oh boy,
flowers.
oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
And
on. I think it's on Hulu. If you get a chance, please watch it. It's so
it's so
good.
good.
And
It's so good. Yeah,
Michelle
the performances are
Williams,
incredible. Yeah.
she's so good. Sam Rockwell, so good. Oh, see Tim chiming in. Fosse Verdon was amazing. So good, so
I
incredibly
think
good.
Sam Rockwell's nominated for a Tony this year. I don't remember what, but I remember seeing his name.
Oh, Papa Sarah's coming in. If you count Tommy Tune, who won for choreography, direction, and best actor, best featured actor, he won 10. And then it used to be called the boring 46th Street Theater.
Oh, that's
Boring.
very fun. Yeah. No, I'm glad they changed it to Richard Rogers. That's much
So,
better.
Sarah, just let you know, your dad saying that your trivia was wrong. So just letting you know, your dad said you're wrong.
I think Tommy Tune was a collective
Oh, right, yeah.
multi-hyphenate, and Bob Fosse is just choreographer. So they're both right.
They're both right. They're both right. I'm just trying to get the drama started.
Love it.
All right. And Aria said, "Who are we talking about today?" Well, we just got done talking. It was what was this? Tony Tuesday.
Tony Tuesday.
And we just did our GM Lion quiz. Y'all did so
Killed
good.
it, you guys.
Tim said Tommy Tune was a running joke in Murderville. Very true. It's so good having you here. Papa Sarah about to wrap up here as well. Come on back tomorrow. We're gonna Renee, I think we're gonna try to dabble into some Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark tomorrow, keeping on our Broadway.
Right.
Or do we save it for Tony Tuesday? No, it was never nominated for a Tuesday. That would be insane.
No, it got like one very weird nomination. It was like best set. Your sets were good. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
But we can at some
all right.
point we'll dive into
We'll get in there. We'll get in there. I want to hear all about it. Renee, who's seen it like 4 times. I want to hear all these things. Let's see. And then Pomeranian said Renee can do a future segment telling us about ballet tap class. Theme song ABBA's Dancing Queen. That is Renee, is our dancing queen. Our dancing queen. Well, we're gonna wrap on out of here. I think our friend Anthony Davis is in the wings. I hope we're not keeping him. I don't think so. Okay, great. Well, thank you all for being here today. I hope you had a great time. What a great show. Please remember to go on over to subscribe if you haven't done so. It's on the bottom on the left side of your screen. Please click it, and subscribing is going to let you know when there's something exciting happening on our show, which is like every day. So get ready.
Obviously.
You can also head on over and leave a review. I know so many of you have already. As Stacey shouted out, left us a review already. You head on over to www.backchannel.tv. Oh, Anthony Davis is here. I'm sorry, I didn't scroll down. Anthony Davis, you're here. So sorry.
Anthony,
come on.
so sorry to keep you waiting.
They didn't see the little thing was scrolling on down. We're like, he's not here. We're going over here. Hi, Anthony Davis.
Anthony!
Happy Tony Tuesday to you.
Oh, you're very sweet. Thank you. It's lovely to see you both.
Anthony,
I just
where
also
do you
realize that Tony Tuesday could also mean for you. I mean, I would never call you Tony, but you could be your day if you wanted. Yeah,
well, I like to think that the Tony Awards were named after me, so I'll take this.
Absolutely.
Well, we found out that they're actually named after Antoinette Perry, but
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
Nope. Named after you. Now, Anthony, where do you stand with musicals? Can you tolerate such a thing?
Huge fan of the musical.
Okay.
Huge fan. I mean, look at these jazz hands. It's insane. I love a musical, but I have a rule, and that is because the thing about musicals is they're very weird, right? You know, people just like sing and then they talk and then they sing randomly, and people don't. It's not like that in real life.
Weird. Yeah.
So I have a rule, and that is that I always try and get a ticket that's very heavily discounted through various means. I have lots of scams, and I always leave in the interval. That's the rule.
Okay.
Wow, what an interesting rule.
Unless I'm really loving it, just leave in the interval.
All right.
What shows made the cut that you stayed for the whole thing?
Very few. I mean, Come From Away, I saw at the Armandson here in LA, and I thought that was wonderful, and I saw both halves of that. But I went to see Lehman Brothers recently that was on, which is a British National Theatre show that was on also at the Music Centre. And that was a 3-hour show with 2 breaks. And I was like, I'll just see the first.
I'll stay for the first break.
I did an hour.
would be on
but
the
I
part.
love a musical. And my favorite musical of all time is Damn Yankees.
Okay.
Which you won't have heard of necessarily because it's from like
A great baseball
1954.
film. Yeah.
But there is a movie of it.
He's a big fan. What do you have coming up on the show? We've already are you diving into the Tony Awards, or you're like you all covered that already?
It's unlikely that we're going to dive into the Tony Awards. We're more likely going to dive into the abortion awards, to be honest. That's where the conversation is. It's just the fear that they're now going to extend these kind of crazy extremist views to other laws. They'll probably appeal interracial marriage, and then segregation will be back on the menu in certain Republican states. So we're going to look at these things and more.
Oh, fun.
Great.
Yeah. Well, it's important to keep our head above the sand, right? That's this is, again, if you look at any sort of dictatorship, these are like literally the playbook. There's a really great book. Oh, I'm blanking on the name of it. It's such a short read. Rachel Maddow was like raving about it for the longest time. I'm gonna get it to you on Thursday when you pop in. I will have it for you. It's a really great book, and it's like, I think, like 12 signs about like on tyranny. I think it's called On Tyranny, maybe. But anyways, when you read it, it is alarming because you're like, oh, we've already passed that one. Oh, that one's already happening. And it's all of these telltale signs.
It's already here. This isn't a warning. This could happen. This has already happened. And so, it's very worrying. And unfortunately, this is the legacy of Trumpism. So it's here to stay.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what we love about Anthony's show is that I learned so much every time. It's just like, well, it's hard to hear, but this is what's going on.
And it's free.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Awesome, Anthony.
Thank you so much.
They're going to hang out. They'll have a great show. All right. Well, get on uppers. Thank you so much for being here today. Stick around. You want to dive into this really important conversation that Anthony Davis is going to take you to in a moment. But there's still stuff after that, right, Renee?
There sure is. So obviously Anthony Davis, that's what you're going to see right after that. And then after Anthony Davis is your pal Hal. And then we'll end the day with Mario Smith. So lots of good stuff coming up.
So many great things. All right. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Pacific time, 8 a.m. Mountain time, 9 a.m. Central time, and 10 a.m. Eastern. Thank you all so much for watching Get On Up. I'm James Arthur M.
And I'm Renee. And you just
got
on up. Have a great day, guys. Happy Tony Tuesday.